Hello, 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 everyone. Thank you for tuning in. I am Jaylee. This is JayLeesCorner. Happy Saturday, y'all. Happy Saturday evening because it's 6 p.m. Well, 6:13. Okay. And we are going to get into some things, Shy. I was supposed to be live yesterday, but I got home from work and I'm like, I am tired. It's been a long day. So I can come and talk to the peoples on Saturday. And here we are today. Okay. Please make sure to like this video. Okay. Make sure you're subscribed. Okay, comment in the comment section. Share the video. You can follow me on social media at JayLeesCorner on IG, Twitter, and TikTok. Okay. We were last live on Wednesday, so go watch that one if you have not already. Okay. We was live on Monday. Go watch that if you have not already. Okay. But again, there's always content up for y'all, child, color schemes and all those things. But today I think, girl, make it a little bright. Okay, make it a little bright. Now I couldn't find the men in no kind of bright suits. Okay. However, I said put them in white. Okay. Put the grown men in white. That's all I could find. You know what I'm saying? But I hope everybody's relaxed. I am relaxed today because it was a great evening. Okay. Hey y'all. How y'all look? Whatever, never mind. Okay, whatever. Never that's what yesterday live would have been. Whatever. I don't care. I'm not in the mood. Never mind. Okay. But I am here today with y'all. Okay. I got water and some juice. I was going to get my liquor or my wine. Needs more water. However, because I had some 18, look, I am not a drinker like that no more. Not in my 40s. Okay. I used to drink like a fish. Okay. When I was child 18, 19, or whatever. And then in my 20s and up until I turned around 30, I was able to drink when I wanted to, how I wanted to, and there was no issue in between. Now it don't happen. Okay. So I had some 1800 like that. I made me some little 1800 drink with some lemonade child. And I said, girl, You pour too much because you are a lightweight now. Okay, I am a lightweight when it comes to anything drinking. Okay, I can't do it too much, and I did a little heavy pour. Yeah, my nose still running. Um, but when I was sick, my nose is still running. So yeah, so the tissues right here, and so you're gonna look, deal with it. Okay, deal with me having to dab my nose. Okay, as we working together to get this laugh off him. But again, I had the 1800 yesterday, and I was like, I slept real good. I was real fuzzy. Okay, fuzzy mean I was not drunk. I wasn't drunk. I felt good last night. Okay, it helped with my long day at work. I woke up today with a headache. Took me to a Tylenol. They drank some water, get my energy in, and now we here together. So yeah, had I went live yesterday, if I don't know, it would have been. Now this shirt is huge, and I'm trying to fix it, but I can't because it's a lot of fabric. But either whatever, never mind. Okay, that's my thought process for today. But if you watching live, thank you for being here. If you're watching the replay, thank you for watching that too. I appreciate both. Okay. Y'all know like, comment, share, subscribe, and all that good stuff. A good time is always had by all. Okay. Get you a little seafood bowl and some cut water. I should have got some cut waters. I should have got some cut waters from the market when I thought everybody, but I forgot. But again, I mean, technically, I could get some more 1800 and juice right now. I'm not I'm not gonna do it. I'm not gonna do it. Okay, no. But the water is good, the juice is good, and that's it. Okay. But hello to those watching. Thank you. The beautiful thumbnail, and I had to try my best. I had because I was like, who I want to put on there. I can't remember who color I want to work with. I don't know. But I was like, make it be real, real cute and real spring like because we got spring weather right now. It's summer cold outside. It's like 50 degree, little breezy and whatnot, but we love it nonetheless. Okay. But the thumbnail gave me summertime and whatnot. I thought it was I was gonna have I had the whole live set for yesterday at 9 o'clock. I had the title already set, and at around 7:48, maybe 7:49 p.m. I was like, "Oh, do you feel like he's like, do you have the energy to get more energy to give them a good show?" I was like, no, you don't, Jaylee. Go make you a drink. Go open because that 1800 in my closet, not closet, the cabinet, 4 years. I said, girl, and something said open the 1800, open it and make a drink. And then him said, mix it with some lemonade. Don't mix it with no damn fruit punch and leave. And I said, okay, fine, okay. But again, here we are together to get today. Okay, I made it. I almost didn't, but I made it. Okay, now I played. Look, I thought about it. I did. I did. I was like, oh, can I? And I was sitting right here about to work on the thumbnail. And I was like, what energy do you have? And I was like, none. I need to go to sleep. I need a little dress. That's really it, okay? And then we here. We together, okay? I almost thought about making the live tonight at 9, but I was like, mm-mm. No. I'm like, girl, but like between 5 and 6, was a good time, okay? But anyway, I was not sharing. I was saving stuff as much as I could because things were happening the past couple of days on social media. And at first, I'm like, oh, I can go live on Thursday, but I said, no, you was a little bit busy on Thursday. I said, oh, I can go live on Friday. Okay. And I said, oh, can't do that either because why? I don't have no time. And so here we are today. Okay. But the thumbnail is still thumbnailing. Okay. And that's what matters. Now, I'm a little bit get into that white lady on the Bachelorette in a second because white people doing crimes and getting held accountable is a great thing. Okay, so I want to kind of sort of talk about that white lady. Okay, but I'm trying to be sure that the random stuff of random people, I have those kind of together. Cause I was like, it's a lot of random shit going on. I don't know why. I don't know why. Okay, but hold on. I want to make sure that the last little one. I think. Oh, and also they always like things. The white people are white peopling, and we don't only crack jokes and discuss the crazy things that black people do. No sirree, Bob. Okay, we also make sure to hold accountable the Caucasians. Okay, now I have all the stuff that I need. Again, make sure when it's after y'all. I don't know, y'all. Look to me, the after dark has to kind of just flow. Every time I try to plan one, I be like, I don't know. I don't know. Okay. So what's today? Today is Saturday. Look, who knows where this conversation will go? Y'all know I never know what I'm gonna say. Okay. So the after dark, it might happen today. I don't know. I'm not sure. But it's gonna come. Because that's what after dark does. After dark always comes when it wants to. You can't force it. You can't force it after dark, okay? And so it has to be this natural, okay? But we shall see. I don't know. I don't know. We gonna make it do what it do because I know some of y'all like the after dark conversation. Some of y'all don't, child. But I'm a plan it. Mm-hmm. Or it's gonna pop up one day, and we're gonna be having a full-fledged conversation, and it's gonna turn to a full after dark talk, and I got to put it as a separate live. Okay. Anyway, look, y'all. Did y'all like the video? I hope so. Let's get into the things that I put on the thing. I'm trying to move my screen around. I want it here. Oh, God. Why does it keep moving? I'm pushing buttons that I ain't supposed to. And stuff is moving as I don't want it to. But again, okay, look, it be popping up. You know what I'm saying? A good after dark moment pops up when it wants to, and then everyone enjoys the after and the dark. Let's see, where do I want to start? Now I feel like, look, I remember the TV show 19 Kids and Counting. I never watched it. I just always recall the Duggar family and them having all them kids. And then I always felt like something ain't right with them people. And the fact that now I think 3 of the sons have been accused of, in some way or the other, of doing crimes against children. I think the oldest son is already in prison for things he's done and whatnot. I think the another son is like accused of some things too, and now we have this one. Okay, Joseph Duggar was arrested for allegedly actually abusing a 9-year-old. Again, look, this is not against any people or family members or whatever. This is not against the people who have 1,000 kids in the family and they trying to make it work. But something about their family always felt dirty. Something about their family always make me felt like it is secrets they're hiding from the world, and putting them on a platform to make them famous is going to only give them more access to people they should not be around. And the person was 9 years old at the time. She's 14 now. And allegedly, when the girl was visiting on vacation or whatever with them, some things happened. Okay. But I feel like I always felt it. I always felt like, I don't know if y'all, they always, well, I always say, you have to be careful who you make famous. Who you make famous, who you make infamous. Because either way it go, it can always backfire. And sometimes you do not want the wrong people having access to people because it causes them to do more harm than good. You know what I'm saying? And the fact of the matter is, I also feel like you have to be careful who you even have your kids around. Because I might know, why was the kid on the vacation? How did that happen? Who set that up? Who said that's okay? No, no, sir. Reading the Bible, okay. Now I believe the wife was also arrested as well. The wife was arrested, I think, for like wrongful imprisonment. My nose is running. Wrongful imprisonment and like endangering a child. But I always feel like it still is something connected to this damn husband. And when multiple children are all arrested for the same thing, it made me feel like that's what was happening in that household. And to them, it's normal. And so once they got older and got their own household, they felt like, oh, it's okay for me to do this because it was done to me. Or I saw it being done, or we all did it to each other. Okay, so let's read what it said now. Okay, 19 kids and counting star Joseph Duggar was arrested Wednesday on allegations of allegedly actually abusing a young person. The 31-year-old who was on the TLC show, he faced a charge tied to alleged abuse that occurred in 2020 when the victim was on vacation in Panama City with them. Okay, it's great. Now he's booked. He's waiting for him to be extradited back to Florida. Okay. During the trip, the then 9-year-old was asked by Joseph to sit on his lap. Okay. Then later on, next to him on the couch with a cover blanket. Okay. Inappropriate touching. Mm-hmm. 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 Either way it go, no matter how, look, I feel like it's in the family tree. I really feel like it's in the family tree. And when this is the thing, when you try to hide things, it's because you know what's wrong. If you really believed in your head, you know what, I'm allowed to touch whoever I want to touch, and it's fine. If you really felt like that, if you really felt like I am allowed to touch this person, even though I am 29 and they're not, I am allowed to do it. You wouldn't be sneaking and hiding. The reason these people sneak and do these things because they know what's wrong. So when you know something's wrong and you get caught, and I mean stuff like this. If you stealing, that's on you. I ain't gonna do it. But when you are committing crimes against the people, against children, there should be no, oh, he's a victim too. No, you're not. Because he knew it was wrong because he hid it. He just to put, oh, let's put a blanket around him. Okay. Allegedly, he eventually apologized to the victim and her father, confronted him about it, the incident a day before he was arrested. Then how you lie? Oh, okay, so let me not uproot murder. If the daddy confronted him the day before he was arrested, why don't he have two black eyes, a busted mouth, and knocked out teeth? Because what could a 31-year-old man tell the 14-year-old girl's daddy that doesn't result in his face being bloodied and bruised? There are no words. There's nothing you could say to me where I don't pummel your face. I may not murder you because I may not murder you. Okay, I feel like a good beat up is warranted. So every time, look at the whole family. Okay, check the whole. I would not feel comfortable having any child I know near anyone in that family at all. Okay. It says the allegations have reignited scrutiny of the Duggar family past controversies. His older brother, Josh Duggar, was accused previously of touching 5 underage girls, including 4 of his sisters. Josh is currently in prison for 12 years after a 2021 arrest. Look, they learned it from somewhere. Okay. Hold on now. Word on the curve was what word? And putting the child is a oh. So that's why the daddy ain't beat him up. And that's why I forgot to save the post of the wife who was also arrested too. I thought I saved it, but I guess I did not. The whole family is warped. Okay, the whole clan of them is warped. Okay. So if the girl daddy is his wife's daddy, meaning the daddy is his father-in-law, I feel like all y'all be doing dirty things. Arrest all of them. Child, go ahead and arrest them. Arrest all the daddy jugger, mama Duggar, all of them. Little nasties. Truth hurts. Florida mom arrested after holding down a 20-year-old while her children attacked him because he called her a fat ass. First of all, ma'am, you look a little. You look. You can't be out here assaulting people because they call you chubby or fat. Okay, you damn sure can't hold down a 10-year-old because they called you fat. And again, if this was my child and I found out a grown ass woman held a 41-year-old woman held my child down so her kids could fight my children, I'm going to jail. Because who cares? Again, you have to learn to control your feelings. Okay? It said the situation started at a fight between kids at a community park, but things took a turn when some of the kids reportedly left and came back with their parents, turning into a bigger confrontation involving adults. Again, fighting children. A 41-year-old Ketsi Ann Rivera got involved after a 10-year-old boy allegedly called her a fat ass. That's what police claim. Rivera pushed her 2 children. She pushed her 2 kids, ages 8 and 9, toward the boy and told him to hit him. Now, why would you do that? If your kids heard the boy call you fat, and if your kids did not defend you, you be pissed at your fat ass and your kids, okay? Because if someone says anything to my mama, we finna fight. But you push your kids to him to force your kid to fight him. Your kids ain't even care. Okay. It says then she grabbed the child by his shirt, held him in place, preventing him from defending himself or getting away, while 2 kids continued attacking him. It was a 3 against 1 situation. No, if it's an adult, it's a child. Look, at the end of the day, I hope that boy mama beat her up too. Okay. Police showed up. They said the kid had visible injuries, including significant swelling around his left eye. He was checked out by EMS at the scene, but thankfully did not need any. He did not have any long-term injuries. She was arrested and charged with child abuse without great bodily harm, false imprisonment, and contributing to the delinquency of a minor. There's a difference between you are the adult in the situation and you see a child doing something wrong and you try to chastise them as the adult. That's separate from you being offended that they called you a name, and so you hold them down and let other kids beat them up. That's illegal. Now, I don't get why no other parents jumped in to beat her up. I don't know why that did not happen, because that's what happened when I was there. Even if that wasn't my kid, if I see an adult holding a child and letting other kids beat up their kid, I'm going to be the adult up. Because why are you even involved? Again, I don't know what's wrong with adults. We don't do that here. We beat adults up here if we see adults messing with children, because it's like, what are you doing? What's going on? Okay. I seen this and I said, now what is going on? Okay. Assess the situation and everyone looks guilty. 6 arrested after luring a teen to a kill location because they wanted his Louis Vuitton decorated gun. Now, why does anyone have a gun with Louis Vuitton? Does Louis Vuitton sell guns? I don't know why that would happen. An 18-year-old was set up and killed by people he knew all over a designer wrapped gun. Why didn't how old you can't get a gun at 18? What's the legal? I thought it was 21. I just feel like, oh, it was 18 here. I always thought in my brain, for some reason, I don't know why, that to get a gun you should be 18 and you should be 21. This is the reason why 18 should not be the age to get a gun, okay? Because now an 18-year-old is there because he had one. Per officials, Kareem Williams was tricked into leaving at his home under the impression he was going to a party. Instead, they say he was driven to a secluded location in Northwest Fresno, where things took a deadly turn. Police say once they got him there, the group robbed him and shot him before going through his pockets and fleeing the scene. Now what now? The motive was they were after a handgun that had been wrapped in Louis Vuitton material. So it wasn't even a Louis Vuitton. Y'all lured a kid to a secluded location to get a gun that was wrapped in Louis Vuitton material. It wasn't even I didn't. They said because it was wrapped in Louis Vuitton material, making it a prized possession of their eyes. That shows you how stupid children are. Because I'm pretty sure you Google it, you can't just get the material too and make it, girl. Police said the unique designer look of the weapon, the designer look of the weapon is what made them want it. And they made him a target. Again, 6 individuals have been charged in the connection to the killing, including minors as young as 13 and 17. 4 of the suspects have been identified as 21-year-old Jalen Black, 20-year-old Kwame Pre, 20-year-old Jamari Shoniers, I don't know, and then 19-year-old Josiah Rogers. So from ages 13 to 20, y'all had to team up like the fucking Avengers to get one gun that y'all would then do what with? What does 6 people need with one gun? You can't all use it at the same time. You can't like what do you like what I blame parents. I really do, because I feel like at what point, because how does 6 separate individuals have the same idiotic idea? Officials say the group were not strangers but acquaintances of Williams, which makes the setup even more chilling. They're all facing charges including murder, robbery, firearm enhancements, with some looking at decades behind bars, and in one case up to 100 years for life if convicted. Good. It is also the ones who didn't pull the trigger could still be held. Look, at the end of the day, anybody who joins in on a plan to murder someone, even if you do not pull a trigger, same charge. If you know, hey, me and Peanut and Junebug and Ray Ray and Twine and Dum Dum and Doo Doo is gonna all get up in a Cutlass Supreme car together, and we're gonna all go rob so and so and kill them. If you know what's going on and you're there, you should get charged with murder as well. The only time I feel like a person who did not pull the trigger should not be charged with a crime because they had no idea what was gonna happen. If you get picked up one day by your 4 friends, you done 5, and they say, "Hey, now we're going to the party, a tea party, whatever," and then you find out, wait, y'all gonna do what? You should immediately, once you're free of whatever happened, you should immediately go to the police and tell because you had no part in any of it. Anyone who goes and sees what happens and then don't say shit, you should be charged. So I don't care who the hell didn't put it. So what? You went with you 6 people for one gun with a fucking rap on it. That is so stupid. Dumb. And y'all ain't gonna make it in prison. Y'all hair ain't even braided right. When your hair look like it ain't been braided or washed in 6 months, you should not be out here trying to get no gun. Okay? The second dude, the second one right here. The second one right here, hair looks thick as wool. Okay? The third one over here ain't got no good lineup. Okay? And the first one, hair fucked up too. Y'all up here looking stupid in your mug shots because you're stupid. Little stupid ass children. Now, got me upset, ho. Now look, this not funny. This is not funny, okay? the color thing, he called a stray. A little stray. Because I was like, you know, it's a punk ass. Okay. They got me upset, y'all. Now again, this not funny, right? Because I swear to y'all, look, even though I'm not this size, I am still a plus size person. Okay, I ain't nowhere near that size. I ain't nowhere near that size. Okay, however, I still have a actual fear of being stuck in something. Okay, I'm not riding through no tubes, bitch. Okay, so this 500-pound man in California is on life support because he was rescued from a 15-foot construction hole he was trapped in. Oh my God, I'm also claustrophobic. Okay, I can't imagine being stuck in something and I can't move. Bitch, I'ma die. Okay, man, I'ma probably panic. So he ran the child, he's stuck.
Where crews are working to rescue a person stuck in a confined space.
Back to Gil Davis in Sky 5. Gil, what can you tell us?
Well, for the first time, John and Sam, we're seeing the man coming out of the hole here. I'm going to come out to a wider shot as the man above him, the rescuer, the confined space rescuer there, went down twice into the hole to secure the man and get him harnessed up. Now they are pulling him up, and they're going to get him on a gurney here in a short time here. But you can see a very difficult rescue here for the LA County firefighters that are on scene. This all started about 1:13. That's when they got the call, the man that fell in the hole about 15 feet down. Now, the good news is he was been alert and talking the whole time to the rescuers. And so now they're going to take him to the hospital quickly to evaluate him. But great job by the LA County Fire Urban Search and Rescue Team and the confined space rescue members here as they just pulled that man from that hole.
Oh no, we're crew.
Now, first of all, I'm like, did they know? Like, how do you, like, what? Anyway, let me. I'm not to this.
Breaking news we told you about moments ago, and right now that man being lifted out. You can see the image right there, hoisted from that 15-foot construction hole. Such a difficult situation. You can see the manpower involved to get this victim out. What we don't know, Colleen, is how this person fell into that construction hole. But quickly, for the past 2 hours, rescuers got on scene, including LA County Fire. Again, reportable information here. This was a estimated to be 500-pound man who fell into that hole. His condition right now, unclear, but he is on a stretcher. They are hoisting him out of the area. Just not a good situation, not only with the confined space, but the temperature out there for 2 hours in this.
Bitch, I would be like, one thing guy, he was out and they was able to save him. Okay, that's the whole thing. Thank God he was able to get saved. But I feel like as a plus size person, I don't want to follow no hole, bitch, no hole, no side way, none of that. Because one, no one wants to feel like they're too plus size to be rescued, for one. Okay, and then two, how I'm gonna get out? Bitch, when they had to get a whole crane, they had to get a crane to get him out. 30 people around there. Okay, it's hot, the dirt. I'm like, somebody asked him, how did he get down there? Okay, like I'm sure, because I don't, you know what I'm saying? I did not want to even scroll the comments because they be messy. I don't want to be messy. I don't want to be messy. Okay. But it's crazy because you do think my first question was, how did he fall in there? Because usually if a plus size person, that's a big hole. They probably made the hole bigger to get him out. Because my question is, it was a hole big enough for him to fall down in, but he probably could not crawl out of because he ain't got no arm strength, probably. I'm not sure. And you then have to wait for someone else to call 911. Okay. They got to wait for 911 to show up. Okay. Then I'm pretty sure, did anyone know how plus size he was? No. Did they ask him, hey, sir, how much you weigh? I don't know. I'm saying, like, it's a whole thing. So it's very unfortunate that it happened, for sure. But thank God they were able to get him out. Okay. Clothes still on. He not ass out at all. Okay. He probably a little tired. He probably real tired because I could not be a firefighter. I can't. Child, look. To have to figure out how to pull someone out of a hole and then get the right equipment to get them out. Okay. Then you have to have enough room for everybody to get the pulling. But I am a firm, I don't want to get stuck in nothing. Okay. I don't want to ride in like small elevators. No. Nope. Because it's no. No. So again, thank God he's free. Okay, he alive. But I'm like, how he get down there? Like, was he walking? And then he just fell through a hole? Or like, was it a sinkhole that crumbled a little bit? Did he not see the hole? And thank God it don't look like he had any broken limbs, because sometimes you fall in a hole, child, you can break an arm or leg. I don't know. But when you walk these trees, child, look down. Look where you're going. You do not want to fall. And then it's on the news. Like, that's something else. Maybe he didn't want no one else to know he was outside and fell in the hole. Not everybody knows he fell in that hole, girl. Scared. What else I got for this crazy news of people around the world? Look, I kept hearing about the rodeo down there. Okay, and how in Houston, how folks were dressing. Now I was like, when I see this one, I said, was people really down there in Houston, Texas, with their ass out at the rodeo? You're not supposed to have your ass out at the rodeo. I just want folk to know that, okay? And this man who was, I guess, with his family.
I'm just coming from the rodeo with my son, right? And it was booty meat down.
Not booty meat.
I mean, it was booty meat down. I saw a young lady. She might as well have just took the damn shorts off. I mean, she had 2 quarter-pounder ass just sitting out. And I'm like, well, damn. I mean, if I was a lady and I had all that, I wanted to breathe too. It's hot as hell out here. But golly, it's a time and a place. I thought this was the Rodeo Magic City collab. But y'all, do y'all not have any shame?
And the clothes. I feel like, you know, some people don't know how to dress in general. Okay. Some folk don't know how to dress in general. So when you put them outside in public, they really can't dress. And I think some people think rodeo means, you know, your ass is out because of the chaps. It's like, no, okay. Right. What a picture. What a picture. Okay. I kept hearing people say, I heard a lot of folks saying they was like ass out, thighs out, titty meat out. Okay, damn near nigga. And because it's a family event, meaning there's kids around there. Okay, this ass out eating gumbo. It's like, put your ass up. First of all, I feel like if it's hot outside, your ass out, ain't it sweating? And if you sit down somewhere, your naked ass is on the seats, that gotta be a health hazard. It has to be a health hazard. And if your ass cheeks are out, your coochie is out a little bit, okay? Because the coochie and ass meets up together. So when you sit down, if your ass cheeks spray when you sit down, like we don't have time for none of that stuff. No, put the ass up, okay? But a lot of folk was just upset at the people down there in Houston, okay? Now I do believe they then put a dress code out and said, hey y'all, put your ass up. Your body should not be out. Okay. No one should see your ass crack. No one should see your ass. No one should see coochie hairs. No one should see nipples. No one should see the underboob. Okay. You can't, there's a way to dress sexy and show a little bit of skin and not have your ass out and leaking booty juice all over the benches. But if any of y'all is in Houston got the pictures, show me the pictures. Because I want to see the pictures. Then I seen this man down there in Lebanon. Okay. Now I have to say the press, actual journalists who have to cover stories for the news, this man and the people, they're just this close, miss being blown up.
Outpost opposite Merkaba and carried out drone strikes on the Al Raheb site near Iter al-Shab. Further rocket attacks were reported against Nahariya and admitted. Along the border.
Now, first of all, I quit. The moment I damn near get killed by a missile hole, I quit.
Including the Al-Marj outpost.
And if you listen closely, you can kind of hear the missile coming on his way, the bomb on his way.
Opposite Merkaba and carried out
quiet. He's like, wait, what's that?
Drone strikes on the Al Raheb site near Iter al-Shab. Further rocket attacks were reported against Nahariya and admitted.
Now how we get, girl? I gotta go. I gotta leave. So please don't make it hard for me. No, I've given enough. I gotta let it go. Okay. This is God's way of telling you, go home. Okay. It says Stephen Sweeney and Ali Arita were near a military installation in Lebanon on air, wearing, their protective vests as press. Okay. And I'm like, bitch. Now they both survived. Okay. It was a cameraman and then the journalist or whatever, both. But I'm like, girl, pack me up. Put me on a flight. I gotta go home. Okay. They were both okay. Taking a little hospital. It was reported the pair was obviously very angry that they were attacked. Girl, fuck that. Look. I feel two ways. I feel like, one, I'm pissed and I'm leaving. For two, when you are in an area that's be having child drone strikes and bombs and shit, you can't really be upset if you get caught up in it. Okay, I'm not like, I ain't going around there. Nope. Because I would never want to be accidentally murdered. Okay. But again, thank God him and the cameraman are okay. But I said, girl, I would quit that day. Fly me home. I can't be here no more. Okay. Now, crazy shit. Chicago mama goes off and coming home to random men in her bed, and a woman sleep on her couch. Accuses them of breaking in her home 2 weeks prior. Girl, move.
Hello, Chicago police. Hold on, step back, man. Step back. Yes, let's go in first. Step back for me. Chicago police.
Yeah, wild as hell.
Hey, can you get here, sir? I body cameras on. Who all are here with you? I can't hear you. Chicago police. Huh?
Now, who made the house messy? Who messed the house up? Do she live there?
Let me check. Let's handle this. Just step back. Let's handle this.
Y'all wild as hell, because ain't no telling y'all the ones who broke into my crib 2 weeks prior. Why are you here?
Now, girl, if I came home and a random woman was on my couch, first of all, I'm probably trying to shoot her. Because what you here for? Okay? But I can't imagine being in someone's house and I'm just on their couch sleep.
Why are you here? Oh, they in my shit. Parlaying. Oh my God. Oh my God. Is there anybody in that room over there?
We got 2 people in here too.
What the fuck?
Go ahead.
What y'all doing? Ma'am, how they get in?
Yeah, go ahead. I'm not closing the door though. I ain't gonna look at you, but get dressed. Go ahead. Just step back for me.
Oh my God.
Step in the kitchen for me 1 second, please.
Y'all the motherfuckers that broke in my crib 2 weeks prior. One of y'all did. Don't say no who, motherfucker. I work hard for my shit. I got 3 fucking babies. What is you talking about? Y'all bogus as hell.
Do me a favor. I got you, sis. Just calm down. Calm down for me. Step right here, please. Let's handle this. Just stay right here. I got you. Just calm down. Breathe for me. Just breathe.
They in my shit, parlaying. Everything look a fool. I don't even want the motherfucking beds no more.
We got you.
Y'all in my shit, parlaying.
Let us handle that.
Man, but do you live there?
I work hard for my shit.
Is it an Airbnb?
We gotta get out of here. So grab your drawings. We gotta go.
And they in that bed. I don't even want that fucking bed no more. Ain't no telling what the fuck y'all was just doing on that bed. It's
I mean, it was probably fucking.
2 niggas in there? 2 men? Oh, y'all, well, let's see. I don't want that bed. I don't want that bed. Let me take a look. I swear to God, my baby.
Ma'am, look, side step. The lady said she don't want that bed no more. Girl, it just did. Okay. There are no other secretions coming from sex. It's just penis. Okay, they're not aliens. Girl, it's okay. If you get fucked, it's okay.
To get back, I promise you, I'm gonna see y'all walking these motherfucking streets, and I got something for y'all. Cause y'all breaking the motherfuckers' crib. I work hard for my shit. I got 3 fucking babies.
Now, why would you threaten them in front of the police so that if they come up murdered, you're the culprit?
You gotta get out here.
Threaten them privately.
I don't want to hear shit you gotta say.
At the end of the day, oh no, I didn't.
I'm pissed off because
I got it.
y'all in my shit. Y'all literally went through all my shit. Yeah. Y'all got my mirror in there. Ain't no telling what the fuck y'all freaky dicky asses there doing.
The same thing your freaky ass. The same thing y'all freaky ass are doing.
Somebody stay here, and she got 3 fucking kids, 3 little kids.
How long y'all been in here?
Girl,
Last night.
they a fucking lie. Did all this and what, last night?
How did y'all get in here?
Please don't throw your hand. That shit foul.
It was open?
That shit foul. It wasn't open shit. The motherfucker. When I came up in here, these fucking blinds, my blinds was never like this. Y'all motherfuckers climbed through a window to get up in here.
Who left the window open?
That's fucking crazy. That's fucking crazy.
When you came in, was your door, it was locked or unlocked?
It was locked, but this the thing. Somebody kicked my door in 2 weeks prior. So the landlord came out and fixed it. So it was a little knob on the door, but you could still be able to lock it, but you could still see in.
Okay.
Oh my God.
I feel like some of it ain't cleaning this water, because do you own this house, ma'am, or does the landlord own this house? Do you live there or do you not live there? How is it that you didn't know when they got there? It's confused because she said a landlord, but then said how hard she worked for her stuff. I feel like if that's your house, where have you been and where your 3 kids at? That anyone was able to come up in there and live there. I'm confused. And if the door was kicked in 2 weeks prior and the landlord did not fully fix it to make the door be lockable, what do you expect?
2503. And I'm gonna come back tonight and let you be in my shit tonight. It's not gonna be no police no more.
Hold on, man. We on body. I get you upset. We on camera though. Just let us handle it. I get you upset. Let us do it.
This is unit number 1 in. I really want these motherfuckers trespass though, because I don't fucking know them. And my crib got broken into 2 weeks prior. This shit is gonna be ongoing. They're gonna keep stealing the same shit.
Put a lock on the door.
Run now first. Okay. So you got ID on you?
Let me lock this door. Motherfuckers ain't going nowhere. Yeah, I do. Oh, I was talking about me. Y'all in my shit parlaying. Oh my God. Y'all ransacked my shit. I was still living here. I was still coming here.
When?
Let me get your name right quick. Hold on.
Oh my God. And I'm finna call Jasmine because y'all broke her crib on the 3rd floor and took her TV too. So y'all the motherfuckers going around here busting the people's cribs taking their shit.
You know, it was weird because so was everybody in that whole complex stuff getting broken into? Is it a whole just not safe area? And they don't seem like thieves. They seem like homeless people looking for somewhere to stay. Because thieves don't take their clothes off and lay down in the beds. Thieves steal and then leave. I know thief, okay? But the man and the lady was in the bedroom sleep. Okay, we see the space heater was on. The space heater was on. So the fact that they know how to cut on the space heater is weird to me. So they probably been there for a while. I mean, she must have been gone for some time and just didn't know they was living there too.
You in here?
Hold on. Let's say, please. What's your last name, sir?
That's wild as hell. Y'all going on Facebook too. That's wild as hell.
Who closes those? So look, that was our video. The whole thing seems weird, okay? To me, they don't seem like thieves. They're squatters. They probably find out of empty spaces or whatever, and they live there. But I'm like, this don't look like a floor level apartment, so that they scale a wall to get in through a window. None of that mess looked like it's from the day before. So they probably been there for a while. Okay. She said she got kids. I don't believe they will bring kids stuff there. Okay. So it almost feel like they made themselves at home. And they should not. Okay, look. If you are ever, gone from your house for more than a day or so, like make sure someone is checking on your place. Okay, make sure someone's looking to be sure. Hey, don't nobody live up in there, because I don't want to come home and find an old ass man and some lady fucking in my bed. They gotta die first. Okay, but this don't feel like, oh, they came yesterday. This feel like no one be there on a regular basis, and folk know that, because who comfortably sleep on a couch in the living room of a house they don't live in? They've been there for a minute, meaning she ain't been there in a minute. Child, the kitchen is a mess, the house is a mess, trash stacked up. Them folks ain't got no money, and her food. Child, close, lock the doors. Okay, lock the doors. I need y'all to stop being at restaurants and acting crazy. I did Chick-fil-A in Atlanta. Okay, they're looking for a man who told a Chick-fil-A worker, serve me or die. I bought some chicken. And he then took $20 from the girl. What? Is it sound? Ain't no sound, but you can see the drive-through. Okay. Also, anyone who, girl, not in the register. Y'all be stealing, really? He's accused of threatening the Chick-fil-A worker and stole $20 from it. It ain't, girl. He probably a squatter too. She needs security in that damn house. Look, I leave a light on. I leave my TV on, because you want someone to think you're home. Because luckily for me, I have not heard of anyone having any break-ins here the whole 5 year. Well, I've been here 6 years. The 6 years since I've been here, so I'm lucky for that. But if I lived in an area that was known for break-ins or squatters or issues of that sort, I would probably never leave home. Ever. Robbing a Chick-fil-A for chicken and $20 is not worth it. Because if you go to jail, you get caught. You're going to prison. Okay. Since the video footage showed the suspect at the drive-thru window on Tuesday, where he allegedly told the police, "You going to serve me or get ready to die about some chicken?" The chicken ain't even that good at Chick-fil-A. And he then escaped in a silver SUV. Sir, they know who you are. They're gonna get you again. Y'all stop being done for chicken. Okay, please stop being done for chicken. A mama breakdown after a 10-year-old daughter with oppositional defiance disorder burst her car windows after being added to carry backpack. Child, what happened?
So today is going to be the first day that I beat my daughter's ass.
Not abuse.
And before anybody come at me crazy, this morning I asked my daughter to carry her little sister's book bag to the car and put it in the trunk.
Okay.
And this is what she did. She decided to smash my back window.
That's a strong child. The front and back windows of cars are very strong.
It's completely shattered. And I don't whip my kids because I'm just not. I don't whip my kids, man. Like, I don't want to harm them. But I waited. I dropped her off because I knew I was angry and I knew I was going to blow her shit clean out. So I'm going to wait until after school and I could calm my nerves a little bit. I could get my window fixed. Like, look at this shit. It's completely, she broke my fucking window, bro. I'm going to go to the store. I'm going to Kohl's. I'm going to pick out a couple belts. Hopefully we can find some with some rhinestones on it. And I'm going to beat her motherfucking ass.
Not with rhinestones.
So that she know, hey, the next time I'm mad at my mom, I'm not about to throw shit. I'm not going to fuck up her car. I'm going to just say I'm mad. We're going to use our words. Because if you want to destroy my shit, your parenting a child with ODD, I swear to God, that shit be making... This shit is not for the fucking week. I swear to God, it's not. Those kids they do... I ain't even got no damn words. I'm sick of this shit.
I feel like if your child has any kind of ailments, any kind of ism, any kind of disorder that they cannot help, that's a tough thing to do. Because you can't be like, well, no, don't beat them. Because, hey, the beating may work today. I don't know. But I feel like don't post about it. Because posting about it is going to make it intentional. Post about it like a premeditated child abuse situation because you are aware that your child has a disorder. And they technically can't, if I can Google it. I don't know if I'm Googling it. You know your child has a disorder. And they have these mood swings, tantrums, or whatever, however they react. But you can't then tell the internet, I'm going to go get a belt with rhinestones. Bam, that's going to leave bruises. If she would have said, I was so mad in the moment that I whooped my child in the moment, that I would say, I get it. You snapped the same way she did. She busted a window, you beat her ass. That's one thing. But to say I went and dropped her off at school, I went and got my window fixed, I then went to Kohl's, found a belt, mini belts with rhinestones on them, that would constitute abuse. That would not constitute trying to train the child what not to do next time. It's a difference. Any child that has any kind of disorder, there are enforcers or there are degrees of what level response you should or could do to them. None of that would entail going to Kohl's to pick out belts and finding belts for rhinestones to whoop said child hours after the incident happened. Okay, that's part one. Okay, part two is even if you wanted to do that, do not tell the internet. Okay, do not tell the internet. Okay, because all they will do is use it against you. Just saying. Okay. Oppositional defiant disorder is a child behavior disorder characterized by a persistent pattern of angry, irritable mood, argumentative, defiant behavior, or vindictiveness lasting at least 6 months. It affects children's interactions with authority figures, often causing significant disruptions at home, school, and affecting an estimated 3 to 10% of children and teenagers. Let's see, management and treatment. There's some therapy for it. Help parents manage behaviors and so to me, It's like any other disorder a child has where they can't control their mood swings for whatever the reasons may be. There are therapies for it. Okay, because it says right here there's parent-child interaction therapy, cognitive behavior therapy, and then school support. Meaning, if you teach the child from a young age, hey, this is not okay, and you have them in the correct therapy for whatever disorder they have, they will grow to learn what not to do. It's that simple. So, to me, this is no different than any other disorder a child has. Period. But you do have to get them in proper therapy to learn how to control their outbursts. Ma'am, don't you ever in your life announce that. Girl, why would you announce it? That was just stupid. That was dumb. Okay. I seen this twice. Okay. A Georgia woman charged with murder because she took an abortion pill.
Been charged with murder after police say she took abortion pills, gave birth, and the baby died. I'm Ben Becker.
I'm Tanika Hughes. She was arrested by Kingsland police last week. Action News Jack's
the fact that people are being arrested for abortions is insane.
Madison Foglio spoke with legal experts.
Man, fuck that baby.
About how a case like this could play out.
Georgia has one of the most restrictive abortion laws in the country.
Don't get stuck in Georgia with no baby. Move states.
The Life Act essentially deems a person alive once they have a detectable heartbeat, even before birth. But according to Kingsland police, in this case, a woman gave birth to a baby that lived for about an hour. According to the arrest report, 31-year-old Alexia Moore took 200 milligrams of misoprostol, which is a drug used to have an abortion. The report says Moore took it before she was transported to Southeast Georgia Health System Hospital in Camden County. The arrest report states she gave birth to a girl and the infant was, quote, premature and having major health issues. The report says Moore wanted to leave the hospital after she attempted to abort the child herself. This was in December. She was arrested last week and charged with murder.
In order for someone to be charged in murder, in a sense, the elements are something was done intentionally, a criminal act, which then resulted in a human losing their life.
Chris Carson is a criminal defense attorney in Jacksonville, Florida. I asked him what factors would be considered for these charges.
For the most part, what the legal analysis will be looking to is whether the fetus is considered to be a human and whether there was an act that was done which then resulted in the death of that human.
No one should be criminalized for ending their own pregnancy.
Florida State Representative Anna Escamani used to work for Planned Parenthood. She says banning abortions is not the answer.
A woman charged with murder after police say.
Look, at the end of the day, if I'm pregnant, okay, it's my body. And for whatever the reason may be, I decide I don't want this baby. I can't take care of it. I don't want to be a mom. I didn't mean to get pregnant. I want to go ahead and get rid of it. I don't believe anyone should be like charged and arrested for wanting an abortion. I don't. I feel like because what happens is you force people to birth a baby they then don't even fucking want. And then you get pissed off if the child is born with some kind of, ailment, disorder, whatever, and the parent then talks to the baby about like, what do you want us to do? It's insane that she was arrested. Child, look, y'all watch your coochies, okay? Because you fuck around and get pregnant and you don't want it. And if you live in the wrong states, you can go. She's 31 years old, facing a murder charge. Alexia Moore, okay? Not how far along was she? It says, because she was further than 6 weeks. But I'm like, what? She's 7 weeks? Was she 8 weeks? I mean, unless somebody is pregnant with a 6 months baby. Okay, 6 months, that's a lot. Okay. How far along was she? That's my first question. You know, but yeah, that's my thing. You know, no one should have to go this far to not have to have the baby. She was 20-something weeks in another article. Was she? How long has she been trying? Let me Google her name. Because I feel like, how long has she been trying to get rid of the baby? Let's see. She took an. Let's see. Rutgers is saying, I be. I thought it would say something here about how far along she was, but it did not. Who gave her the pills? The newborn survived about an hour. The police report did not indicate weeks of gestation for the infant, but the Washington Post reported more was between 22 and 24 weeks. So she was between 5 and 6 months pregnant and took abortion pills that induced labor, and then the child died. I'm still torn. Because this is also the thought process I have. If she had the mindset at 22 to 24 weeks to take the pills, what makes anyone think that once she had the baby, she would have been an effective parent? That's the crazy part about it. You know, people should have access to get abortions as soon as they can. Because when you don't, and you then get desperate to not have a baby, we have this. Or we have people who we have stories of parents who have newborns and all this stuff, and they then kill the newborn babies. So I think that's the catch-22. You know, a lot of folks say, oh, just have the baby. But then what happens to the baby once it's here? Not all women are in the right mindset to give it away. Some of them are so mentally unstable, they don't have that thought. So it's not even a catch-22. Now, I don't think she should be charged with murder. I think it should be a much lesser charge than murder. But if you live in a state where past 6 weeks you can't get it, and then you're just stuck pregnant because you didn't find out you were 7 weeks pregnant, and then for the next 16 weeks, 13 weeks, 14 weeks, you're trying to find some way to get an abortion. Again, I always feel like, you know, your body, your choice. So for folks who want to get pregnant and birth the baby, that's your right to do. You have the right to do that. But if I do not want to do that and I find myself pregnant, I should not have to wait until I'm 22 to 24 weeks pregnant to finally be able to get it out of my body. the overturning of Roe versus Wade has really changed how we are able to govern our own bodies. And at the end of the day, I will never judge a pregnant person who doesn't want the baby and they're only trying to get rid of it. Because again, we see people who birth children and do horrendous things to the kids once they are born. So I think that's a whole other way to look at it. It's like, sure, she could have kept the baby and had the baby, but then in 5 years, lady on the news for murdering the kid. So I think people are so pro-life, they don't think of how that life suffers in the hands of someone who didn't want it. I try to avoid some of the more horrendous stories of children being hurt because I don't want to be like a Debbie Downer or whatever. But there are tons of stories of people who do horrendous things to children they birth because they should have never been birthed in the first place. So do I feel like I would prefer a child was never born than for them to be born and then they are living in a horrible life circumstance because somebody else who isn't even in their life felt like, our baby should be born, not if they're going to suffer for their whole life. Again, your body, your choice. If anyone at any point in time gets pregnant and they say, okay, you can get an abortion up until I think it's 20 weeks, 24 weeks, whatever it is. Well, you should be early on. But if you want an abortion, but it's too late to get one done, and you're stuck, and you know what I'm saying? If you remember the reason they perfected the abortion method was because women were putting hangers up their pussies to kill babies. Women were throwing themselves downstairs to cause miscarriages. Women were doing completely dangerous things to their body because they did not want a child. So that is why a safe procedure of abortion was created so that women weren't dying in back alleys from hangers up their vaginas. And now we are knocked back into the Stone Age where we as women can't even be like, we don't want to birth a baby. And I don't want to hear that. Well, I can have sex if I want to. Because safe sex can sometimes also lead to a baby. But let me stop because I'm got myself out. My point is, I don't think murder should be the charge. There should be some other kind of charge for this type of situation in every state. In my opinion. Okay. Anyway, y'all, I feel like that's the last crazy story around here. Y'all take a good minute or so. I gotta get some more ice water. Y'all take a good minute or so and like the video, and I will be back in a second. And we are back. I had to rush to get my ice because it wasn't broken up. Anyway, I hope y'all had time to like the video and whatnot. Let me see what I want to start with. It was so many like little. Let me scroll down and see. Well, let's get with the white lady first, okay? Because I don't watch, and I've never watched the Secret Lives of Mormon Wives show. I've also never watched The Bachelorette, even when that black lady was on there. But what is it yet? So this girl, find a better one. Taylor Frankie Paul, okay? She was one of the stars on the Mormon Wives show. She was going to be the new Bachelorette and whatnot. They filmed the whole season. And it's now been scrapped because she wasn't about TMZ. She was accused. Not accused. Here we go. She was convicted. Girl, why keep moving? She was convicted back in 2023 about a altercation with her boyfriend. And the fight was caught on camera because the boyfriend recorded it. And even though she was arrested, charged with, I think, abuse or assault, she was also charged with child abuse. For some reason, the Bachelorette show on ABC still chose to put her as the next person on there. And people brought up how the first season of the Mormon Wife show, they addressed in one way or the other this altercation. They didn't show the fight. They didn't show this video, but we knew her and her boyfriend had got into it. They knew that she had been arrested or whatever, and it had been handled. And folks could not believe that ABC, the Bachelorette, would hire her to be the next Bachelorette, knowing she had this in her past. I think because they felt like, well, it was kind of addressed on the Mormon Wives show, people knew and no one complained. So why not have her here? Because, folks already know. I think people need to understand there's a difference between, I heard someone was arrested for some DV stuff some years ago, and they moved past it, versus seeing the actual clip of what happened. And I think, like with Diddy and Cassie, you hear, he beat Cassie up a little bit, but you then see the footage. And the footage always changes the narrative, okay? Now, this isn't the full, it's like a 3-minute video.
Look. Yeah, look. This is called physical abuse.
I said, girl, what is you doing? Girl, go sit down somewhere.
Yeah.
Now, also him getting beaten up while holding the phone and getting good angles means, is he used to it? You know how hard it is to hold a phone and be fighting somebody and still get good angles of them fighting you?
Yeah. See, Taylor, this is all you do. It's the only thing you know how to do is hurt me.
And to narrate the altercation.
Hon, you think this is okay? It's not okay. Holy
That's a messy ass house for one.
I don't give a Let me go. Stop. Dude, leave me alone. Oh my.
I said, bitch, you heard a chair? Now, her daughter is on the couch. Okay? The daughter is on the couch.
Your daughter is right here. Oh my gosh. Oh my. You're you. Stop throwing stuff and help your daughter. You're.
So
yeah, look at you.
Hindsight, the full video was out or whatever. She's throwing metal chairs at him. One, like the third chair she threw, hit her daughter in the head, which is why she was charged with child abuse as well. And I feel like, again, the reason why ABC and them then chose to cancel the Bachelorette season that was supposed to air tomorrow is because I don't think they thought this footage would ever come out. I don't know if they saw this footage. I can't say they saw this footage. Do I think they saw or they knew she had been charged with things? Yes. I don't think they saw this, or if they did, they felt like, oh, well, people know what happened, so no one would care. It's different once that footage becomes out in the atmosphere and you see how insane she is. Because even after he said, your daughter's right here, the daughter starts crying because the daughter was head to head with the chair and she still is fighting him. She never stopped to tend to her daughter. And I said, for me, that's why I feel like she is a piece of shit person, because your child got hurt and you that did not even click in your brain to stop going at him and then attend to your daughter. Okay. Now she had done a couple of interviews over the years about it. And I think I had one or two, this one right here. And it's always described as a drunken night.
Like it was a build up, so not just that night. This is post. I had an ectopic a few months prior. Wow. And then I had a chemical pregnancy. So obviously don't want to blame hormones, but I will put that into account. Like I am pretty like whack.
What's a chemical pregnancy?
It's where you lose it so early that like you don't even notice, like most of the time.
But your body is kind of operating as if you're pregnant.
Yes, like you get pregnancy tests and then it just goes, you're not anymore. Okay. So I knew because I had taken one and I was, and then I wasn't. So they're like, you probably just lost it really early. So I was like, okay. And so I think hormones are whack at this point. I'm feeling crazy. I'm feeling lost. I don't know what to do. I'm angry. I'm very angry. That's the one emotion I feel, like, which I'm learning in therapy right now is like really.
And again, this was done before any of that footage was made public.
Really good to an extent, right? Not to that point of that night, but like I was finally feeling like emotion. And I feel like that's a step, is like anger. And then I end up like drinking that night again, feeling very lost. I hadn't drank really lately in that time, but I was feeling so low that I went and drank that night and had a girls' night. Dakota picks me up. He's angry that I drank and I'm like feeling shitty. I'm crying to the whole way home of like, I hate my life. Like I'm like saying sorry. Like I'm so sorry to my family. Like hysterically sad. And like crying. And I think because the alcohol had taken down that guard, like I could finally feel. And so it was so sad. Then I was so sad. And then I get home and I think about like what Dakota had like put on that. And like it's not his fault, but like I'm like wanting to cling to something. So I like blame him. Like I hate you. Like I'm so angry. And you know, projecting on him. And I'm like throwing things. I'm like, I remember like throwing things, and I don't know my daughter's on the couch. Like I had no idea. Like we had babysitters there. So I think they're upstairs sleeping. And so like I just like started throwing things. I'm like so mad. And I throw a chair and Dakota's like, hey, like, and he's like, here. And I'm like so gone that I don't care. Like, and I throw another chair and it like we don't know if it hit her or not, but like it's.
And the crazy part is she's saying all of this because no one has seen the footage. So once you see the footage and you know you were in a drunken rage that night, and he told you your child is here. He told you hit your child. You kept throwing chairs, even though your child was there crying, and you never stopped. So I'm like, girl, the fuck, bye. And so again, the show got canceled. The Bachelorette show got canceled. All of her old interviews are coming up that she did after the incident, but before the footage came out. And each one, look, I don't watch the show. So I can attest to what other stuff has came out about her or him. I don't know. I can only attest to what I saw in that 3-minute video of her tossing chairs and being crazy. And even when the police showed up, she was still trying to attack him the whole time. So the fact that when people come up, what did he do to provoke her? It don't matter, because when you get that enraged at someone to where your own child safety doesn't matter, you are the problem. When you allow someone else to get you so upset that you don't care that your child is there and being hurt, you are the problem. We can't blame him for getting you upset. We can blame you for not knowing how to control your emotions and protect your child. We don't know what happened before he was recording. She was drunk. Yes, they had recorded a full season of the show, and they promo. Yeah, the show was premiering tomorrow, and now the show is canceled. Yeah, and then the fact that I don't know if my child was hit. You were screaming loudly, throwing chairs loudly. The child did not make a noise until the third chair was thrown and it hit the child. Even though he told you, Taylor, your daughter's right there, and you still threw a chair in the direction of your child. So I don't like it when people try to victim blame because the woman happens to be the aggressor. You know what I'm saying? Like, in my opinion, there's nothing that he could have done that warranted her reaction to ignore her child while her child was crying after a chair was thrown. Period. No, she was arrested. She was charged with child abuse. She was also charged with battery. All of this happened 3 years ago. It happened 3 years ago. You know, I believe they said she was on probation from that. Currently, the child she has with her 2-year-old child, but she has with the guy who she was fighting, she's lost custody of that child to him. So there are many things that happened in all this. People were once surprised that ABC would have picked her to be on the show because of this past. You've had people who have been involved with the Bachelor before, Bachelorette as well, who said, like, you do know that you typically ABC does a full deep dive into everyone's past. So they had to have known this existed. I just don't know if my rationalization was they felt like because this was addressed on the Secret Lives of Obama Wives season 1, because they kind of put their toe in it a little bit to where you knew something had happened, you knew there was some kind of fight, but they never showed that footage. And then folks now believe he must have shown that footage or sold that footage or gave that footage to TMZ to try to, you know, get her off the show, whatever. He should. It really should have never went that far. It never should have gotten to the point where they felt the need to have to cancel the season. It should have never gotten to the point of having to be like, oh, well, the guy sent the footage to, you know, the blog and now the season's canceled. It should have never gotten to that point. Now, some of the guys who were on the show were upset. ABC's facing millions of dollars of loss, you know, between advertisers and all the things tied to these shows. It's going to lose them a whole lot of money. But some of the guys who, you know, left their jobs to come and film the season for some time, you know, some of them hope to be on the next batch or whatever. Some people go on the show in the hopes of getting more elsewhere. That won't happen because we won't see any of it. You know what I'm saying? But ABC's facing a $30 million loss because they have to scrap the show. But yeah, y'all thought, why the fuck would y'all pick, of all the women on that show, why pick someone who had a DV history? There had to be somebody else who did not have a DV entry. And they kept showing clips of one of the girls saying before, we know how you treat your boyfriend, referencing the fight. If I have footage of my ex attacking me and he's about to be on some great show as if he's this great person, no, let me show you who he is. Let me show you who he is. Because to me, she is still a flawed individual. She had not even fully addressed the truth of what happened that night. She was in a drunken rage, mad at her boyfriend, and damn near could have killed her damn daughter. Because throwing a metal chair across the room, and if you hit someone in the head, they could die. He could have died. So when I kept seeing folks bring up, reactionary, anger, or people who provoke you to get you upset, that don't mean shit. Because if someone keeps poking you, you should leave. The reaction should never be to beat their ass because they pissed you off. And folks have making it seem as if, oh yeah, she should just beat his ass because he keep pissing. It's like, no, that's not how none of this should go. That's not how any of this should go. So the show is now canceled, child. They're gonna owe all them people some money. I would sue if I lost anything money wise on that. If I lost wages because of that show, and I assumed I would, get more money later if I was banking on, well, I can risk, missing work for a month because once I'm on the show, I can get paid here, there, whatever. And now none of it can show because y'all knowingly hired someone to be on the show who is a goddamn insane person. Lawsuits. Okay. Somebody called the people. Oh, crazy ass shit. Wait, let me scroll down, sunshine. I gotta remember what I gotta get. I've been forgetting what I gotta do. Oh, Justin Bieber. So remember he had that DUI? And he kept on fighting to not have the body cam footage released. Child, it came out. And I said, now Justin, what you draw?
Foot on the line. Left foot on the line first.
I can't imagine pulling over Justin Timberlake and saying, I need you to walk for me.
And then you're going to put your right foot in front of your left, stay just like that. Okay? So you're going to be heel to toe like this. Heel to toe. Up. Put your left foot on the line. Yep. You're going to have your right foot in front of your left, heel to toe. Yeah.
Now, who came up with a sobriety test for driving? Who said, hey, anyone who can't walk heel to toe got to be drunk?
Okay, so we're going to put our left foot on the line first. Put your right foot in front of your left, heel to toe. And you can stay just like that, okay? Okay. Okay. So this is going to be a series of 9 heel to toe steps. I will demonstrate this like you're doing right now, like this. 1, 2, 3, all the way up to 9, followed by a series of small steps around. 1, 2, 3, all the way up to 9 back. This is going to be heel to toe. So you're going to be clicking your heels as you're going, arms by your side. While you're doing this, you're going to look down at your toes.
Even I would say, I can't do that shit. I can't do this shit. What are you doing?
Guys, I'm just following.
Okay. Okay, so left foot on the line.
My friend's back to my house. I'm not doing anything. I'm just following my friends back to my house.
Will you do these tests?
Sure.
Okay. Like I explained, it's going to be 9 heel to toe steps. You're going to be clicking your heels, arms by your side. Just wait until I have you go.
Like this?
Arms by your side. So it's going to look like this.
Sorry, I've never done this, so I'm just...
First of all, he's drunk. He's tipsy. He's tipsy.
It's going to be arms by your side, just like that, while you're doing it.
Perfect. Okay.
Your eyes are going to be looking at your toes as you take each step. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9.
Okay.
Once you get to your 9th step, like I demonstrated, your lead foot's going to stay planted, and you're going to take a series of small steps around, followed by 9 heel to toe steps back.
You put your right foot in, you put your right foot out, you put your right foot in, and then it's the hokey pokey.
Okay. Again, as you walk, you're going to be counting those steps out loud, looking at your toes, arms by your side the whole way. So you're going to start with your left foot on the line. Line. Okay. Right foot in front of your left. You got to stay like that, and then
just like this.
It's going to look like that. We'll start, okay? We'll start.
He's going to tell you when you're supposed to begin. He just wants you.
I'm sorry.
You're all good.
Sorry.
He just wants you to be in position. He's going to basically tell you when to go, okay?
So I'm going to have you get in position. Okay.
It was another one. Hold on, what's the other one? I must not have it. It was one when they first pulled him over in the car, and they was like, "So where you going? What are you doing? What are you in town for?" Oh, I'm on a tour. They're like a tour. Like, yeah, I'm on a tour, and they was like, "What kind of tour?" Like he couldn't say I'm on a music tour. I'm Justin Timberlake. I'm like, because he's drunk. I'm not. Look, no one should drive drunk. Okay, and if you are following friends home and your friends know you drunk, your friends ain't shit. Okay, no one should allow their drunk friend to drive anywhere because it's against the law. That's one thing. That's one thing. But the fact that he did not just fucking Uber or ride with his friends is stupid to me. That's your fault, Justin. That is your fault. Okay, but I will be like, I can't do this. I don't know what you want me to do. I cannot. There's too many rules. I gotta count. It's the hokey pokey. My hands up and down and side by side, bitch. I gotta go. Okay, what else can I do? But him in the car, and he like, I'm on tour. He's like, what kind of tour? I don't know how to explain it. I'm like, nigga, you're a musician. What do you mean you don't know how to explain it? So again, he was absolutely drunk. Was he Karen drunk? He wasn't Karen drunk. He wasn't Karen Hugo drunk, but he was too drunk to be driving. He should have had someone else drive him, period. Because otherwise he could have absolutely crashed. Again, I'm just following my friend's home. It's like, no, someone should have followed you home. That someone should put you in their car and then they drove you around. So your friends ain't shit. Again, anyone who allows their friends to drive drunk are not good friends. But I think this is it. Hold on. Let me see.
Because you're veering off to the left, and then you're not stopping at the stop signs.
Yeah. Sorry about that.
Is this your vehicle? Whose vehicle is it?
It's just a rental.
It's a rental? Okay. Do you have any registration with it? Do you know if they can put it in the glove box?
Let me check.
What are you visiting?
Yeah, I'm on tour.
What are you doing?
I'm on a world tour.
A what?
A world tour.
Doing what?
Hard to explain.
Music. Songs.
World tour. I'm Justin Timberlake.
What's your name?
Justin Timberlake.
You are Justin Timberlake?
Yeah.
Do you have a license with you?
Yeah, I do.
And then you're gonna put your right foot in front of your left, stay just like that. Okay? You're gonna be heel to toe like this. Heel to toe.
Again, he's drunk. Like, and I get if his thing was he didn't want the video out as proof he was drunk. I get that was the issue, you know what I'm saying? However, to me, this was cool body cam. It wasn't as if he was belligerent. He was very, very nice. It wasn't as if, I'm gonna, hey, let me off the hook, man. I'm Justin Timberlake. Like, it wasn't that he like, I'm on a world tour. I'm on a world. It's like, yeah, but for music, just say music. Now, I think once he was being told he was going to be arrested, the friend was like, "Oh no, we can't just take him." No, bitch. Why didn't y'all take him before? Why didn't anyone say, "Hey, we're going to drive you home"? Okay, why? Because you're drunk, friend. Okay, let us help you not get arrested. But no, they let him drive. Okay. Well, he said, I'm Justin Timberlake. I'm on a world tour. Okay. Yes, sir, we know, but now you're in jail. So yeah, I think because he pleaded guilty to it, and I forgot what his sentence was or whatever. But you know what I'm saying? I'm assuming he did not want it out because it was proof you were absolutely drunk. Grab me a river, girl. Poor Justin. Don't drive drunk. Yeah, you say he's absolutely faded. Yeah, you can't be driving. You can't. No one. People look. If you can't get someone to drive you home, and you can't get an Uber, walk. You should not drive. That's the bottom line. Okay. Because I'm like, sir, you were absolutely drunk. No questions about it. What else I wanted to get into? Was that no, we got Justin. Oh, y'all know Meg will be on Broadway. Okay, she's gonna be in the Moulin Rouge. She's playing is it Ziegler? I think so. But it starts next week, I think. I think her first show is like the 23rd or the 24th. She looks great in her little costume. So if you are in New York, go see Megan Thee Stallion, okay, in the Moulin Rouge, okay. I don't know. I think she's there for like an 8-week run, if I'm not mistaken. But she looks good, girl. You better do it, Megan Thee Stallion. Okay. She's excited. Okay. So our girl is gonna be a Broadway star. Okay. It's amazing. So congrats to Megan. Let's do. Hold on. Where's Black China now? I need everyone. Did I say the wrong one? I need everyone. Oh, it's right here. Because I put Black China on the thumbnail. I did not want to use her mama because her mama ain't shit. And I mean that with every ounce of ancientness, okay? Tokyo Toni is the worst kind of parent. She is the kind of parent that only loves you if you're helping them, if you're doing things for them. And the moment you are not doing what they want you to do for them, they dog you out. I swear, every year, Tokyo Toni goes on a Black China rant where she dogs out her daughter. And it's so stupid because it's like, girl, go get a job.
Daughter is a nut-ass bitch. You coward asshole. Answer your phone, bitch. Because if I take a flight, damn, I'm going to drag your ass off that ranch, bitch.
Now, bitch, if you're calling me and cussing me out, why would I answer my phone?
So now, since you want to throw shit out there to try to make me do what I'm doing, which you should know me by now, bitch.
Meaning, if you don't give me what I want, I am going to always come to social media and talk about you like a dog.
You should know this, bitch, by now. I'm coming for your ass. I'm coming for your nothing ass abortion having nothing ass, bitch.
If she want an abortion, so what? It's her body.
So how many did you suck this week?
Why does it matter? Maybe 1 or 2. Not me. I'm saying her.
How many grandkids of mine did you kill before these two, ho?
Why does it matter? They was my kids.
Let's talk about it, bitch. Huh? So now I'm gonna make you hate me, ho. See? I'm gonna make you fucking hate me. Bitches in the public can talk all the fuck they want. I don't give a fuck, bitch. The bitch that lied on me for years.
And the fact that the caption that she put on her video says, fuck any bitch who want to play with me. You will need me before I ever need you to believe it. You need your daughter right now to help pay your bills. So you will always need her before she needs you. And I don't even think that Angela, because Black trying to go by Angela now. I don't even think Angela hates her mom. I think she pities her mom. That her mom even needs to have these outbursts for attention. I don't even think these phase her anymore because she's so used to it. I think the only thing she may hate about it is if her kids see it, because that's her kid's grandmama. So that may be the only part that hurts her because it may hurt her children.
Damn it, she wasn't nowhere around. I wasn't know my daughter is a nut ass. And y'all hoes are talking shit because I said that. Shit, no abortion, bitch, be in my motherfucking comments. So at least I kept buying. For your man. Bitch, you dirty mother. She a dirty motherfucker to me, bitch. I can't stand her ass. I wish I would have got an abortion. I don't give a fuck who say it's harsh. Nah, I wish I would have got an abortion. And if she died a day tomorrow, she going to hell. I told her that too. You can't name one thing she did because she ain't. It's fake.
What have you done, Tokyo? Like, what can we name that Tokyo Tony has done that we should be like, oh, yeah, y'all, nothing. And even though I can't name something that Angela did that helps me, I still feel like she's still a socialite person. She's a social media influencer. Like she's famous or infamous in her own right. We only know Tokyo Tony because she's Black kind of mama. That's really, like, she ain't did nothing else.
And I realized when I said it the first time, I got the hammer, of course. And you think I give a fuck about getting a hammer? Bitch, I'm Tokyo. Anything I say in my mouth, I can back it up. Bam, bam, bam. She getting y'all. This witch is getting y'all. This demon.
Then to show a picture of her daughter when we knew she was not in the best place in life shows how people will use your worst times to throw it back up in your face. You know what I'm saying? Like, that was when Angela said, I was in a real bad place, whatever, and it made her realize how deep she had fallen into the bullshit of it all. And she ain't been like that in years.
It's getting y'all. This demon that I birthed. Oh, I'm breaking it down today. She in trouble. Bitch, you dirty.
And if you birthed a demon, don't that make you evil? I'm just saying, if you were saying that that's the demon you birthed, girl, what does that say about your coochie? Just wondering. But yeah, to me, I feel like Angela don't even deal with her mama. Let's go to her page. Hold on. So this is her daughter. This is Angela's page. I tried not to say Black China because she goes by Angela White now. But the fact that, this is what she looks like now.
So this is how many months now, Nikki?
It's been 4 months since we did our last video.
Child, she around here just promoting hair. Just out here promoting the hair. It look great, by the way. Okay. But she out here just like, girl, she promote her lipstick, her makeup line. All those enhancements she had done to make her face look real different is gone. She has her natural face as much as possible now. Okay. With the little braids, you know what I'm saying? So I feel like when her mama tries to comfort her and say how she's evil and she's demonic and bloppy blue, I feel like, let's show what she's actually doing now and not who she was, like 3 years ago. She said before how she is, healthy now. She's trying her best to be, she's sober now. She's not drinking or drugging anymore. And she admitted to the fact that she used to be child. You know what I'm saying? She was living a different life. And so anyone who doesn't want to acknowledge her growth, you can't come with me now. You can't come with me now because I don't live there anymore. So every time I see a mama come out with some great, I'm like, oh, it's because, she's not used to who her daughter is now. And I feel like Angela probably keeps her distance from mama. Because when you're trying to live a wholesome life and you're trying to keep the demons away, you don't have time to be dealing with your mama. Who is crazy? Who's crazy? Anyway. So we're gonna keep ignoring her mama. Because her mama's crazy. Okay. But Black China girl, we okay. We love Black China. I kept seeing the post saying, oh, is Tyler Perry dating Marlo Hampton? I said, bitch, what? I said, no, who said that? And I think what angered me the most was actual blogs that picked up. I'm like, the Jasmine ring? Marlo and Tyler Perry? I said, first of all, in all the years that we've seen, Marlo, we've seen Tyler Perry, neither one of them have ever, we've never seen Marlo in an actual relationship with a man or a woman, okay, to where she was, showing off who she was with, okay? Never ever. We still don't know how to let him make that money. With Tyler Perry, we've never actively seen him out and about with someone he's with. I don't believe we even really, I don't believe we ever even seen him with his son's mom much in any relationship way. I think it was, rumors of him and her being together, but I don't think we've ever seen it. So when I kept hearing, oh, they're dating, and then these these pictures came out, right, of Marlo and him next to each other. I still felt like, well, who said they dating? I don't know who said that. And then there was again the video of, see, they sitting down at a table, bitch. Don't you see them sitting down at a table? Oh Lord, Marlo. And I'm like, why can't they just be sitting next to each other? You know what I'm saying? Why can't it be that? And so then the fake AI picture, which I think I have in another thing, the fake AI picture that showed them kissing. And I said, now why would y'all believe that? If Tyler Perry, if we've never seen him kissing the mother of his son, who some kind of way got his sperm, I don't know how. Okay, we're not going to, even debate how the lady got pregnant, because some kind of child, my eye, it's like a piece of hair. It's some kind of way that she got a sperm, and that's on them. But if we've never even seen them together, why would anyone believe that out the blue, Tyler Perry and Marlo was going to step out together? Now, Lauren LaRosa came out and said it ain't true, ho. But I never, if every time Tyler Perry got accused of being gay, of him being with men, of him doing this or that, if he never used a beard before, why will he start showing up with someone like Marlo to be like, oh, see, now I'm with a woman? It's like, girl, no.
Hey y'all, what's up? It's Lauren LaRosa, and this is the latest with Lauren LaRosa. So listen, there are photos, videos, all of these things circulating right now of Tyler Perry and Marlo Hampton out at brunch last Sunday in Atlanta. Now let's talk a bit about whether they're dating or not, because no, they're not dating. I'm told he's never even met her before this brunch by Jason Lee.
Now I blame Jason Lee. Okay, because what did you do? Now Jason Lee is supposedly friends with Tyler. That's why Tyler was at this event, because he's friends with Jason Lee. Now I know folks say, well, why is her arm in his arm? She probably was being extra friendly.
So I want to clarify something. First of all, okay, so the brunch that you guys are looking at, this was a brunch for Catherine Bruton. Went down in Atlanta. It was a gospel brunch. Kirk Franklin was there. Tyler Perry was in attendance. He was taken to the brunch, invited to the brunch by Jason Lee.
Because I first saw this picture. And I said, wait a minute. I said, Tyler Perry, Kirk Franklin. I said, is it a TV show?
So grateful for Jason, who made a call and got Tyler to come outside. I'm telling you,
Marlo, who is Catherine Bruton's best friend, was also at the brunch, which is how the two ended up in the same place. They met. She's caught in some videos. They're taking some photos together as well, too. But they are not dating. That is not a thing. That is not happening. This was their first meeting from what I am told. And there are also some photos.
So the picture right here, you know, that has Tyler and her kissing. I said, now what would make anyone think that Tyler Perry will be up here kissing Marlo, or even that Marlo will be up kissing Tyler Perry? Why would anyone think that's real? I said that picture looks fake. It looks like AI. Because why?
Photos that are circulating right now. Here are the photos that are circulating, right?
Now I said that anyone, now first of all, in the face that looked like Naomi Campbell. That don't even look like Naomi or a little bit of Portia Williams. I don't know. But I'm like, this picture looks fake. Why is he she taller than him. So why would he be holding her up on his belly? Not for what?
Those photos are fake. Those are AI. Now, here are the original photos that were taken. I've spoken to the photographer, Freddie O, who took the original photos. Here are the original photos that were taken.
Again, one picture. And this is also why some celebrities don't like taking pictures of people, because anyone can alter the picture and then say, oh, see, look, you see Tyler kissing Marlo. And again, I would never pose for a picture again if anyone is AI-ing me, kisses her. That also makes you feel like, okay, then what else can they AI with our picture? So anyone who thought, oh yeah, they is, I was upset that the I'm like, why would y'all post this? Why would y'all think they dating? Y'all stupid, y'all dumb. So no, they're not dating. Okay, they were just at an event together and took a picture. That's it. And then people were being messy, and because they were sitting next to each other, because they may be a couple of the, you know, celebrities. You see Jason Lee, Tyler, and Marlo. And oh, let's take it because look, they sitting next to each other. They gotta be together. Not so fucking messy. Anyway, and look, let's call a thing a thing. Okay. Tyler Perry is at least bisexual. Okay. Tyler Perry is not around here with women. Okay. If we were to see it, we have never seen that man out and about. So it's not gonna happen now. So just don't even believe it no more. Okay, not today, not ever. Let's see next up. I did. Oh, what's Tasha at? Let me get the Tasha. A couple of well, I'll do Candy first. One, Candy has a one-woman show coming up. Okay, Candy is finished being on Broadway over in New York. She's back in Atlanta right now. Her and Todd's divorce is going on, and divorce is settled or whatever. And so she's doing a one-woman show. I'm done. Okay, it is on going to be April 27th, and it's already sold out. I said, girl, how you do that? Look, Candy is gonna make lemonades. Okay, wait, girl, I mean lemonade out of lemons. She had made a post, but I can't find it now. The one-woman show that she's doing is her discussing what's coming up, what happened, and all of these things of her life. And again, I'm not surprised it sold out quickly because again, people nosy. Okay, and two, they want to know what's coming next. Now the fact that she has a song called "Leave You," which I've never heard before. I said, you better put a leave. You better put up a leave your ass on after leaving your husband and get a divorce and be on your own. Okay, so I really wish I could have gotten a ticket to be nosy, and whatever. And she probably should do more of these. You know what I'm saying, around town or whatever. So that's one Candy thing. Secondly, Gary with the T, you know, who be on Ricky Smiley, he had read a story about Candy and Todd's divorce. And when he was reading it, I was like, that shit sounds so fake. He was saying, oh, Todd got, you know, like ownership of the restaurants they had together. Like he has the name ownership. He's gonna get like $2 million, a one-time $2 million payment. He's gonna get about, you know, $10,000 to $25,000 a month for child support. Candy has to pay. It came off like Candy is having to pay everything to Todd. She's paying child support. She's paying his expenses. She's paying his lawyers. She's paying. I was like, that don't even make sense at all. And I'm like, and if they're sharing custody, why is she paying child support? Let alone paying 10 to 25, because she was also gonna pay like all the kids' expenses. And I'm like, Gary, what the fuck do you mean? Why would you even read that? So because that kept going around, because Gary, it was a video. It was a video of him reading it off, like, oh, someone got the divorce stuff, and this is what it say. And I'm like, that just doesn't make sense at all. Okay. So the fact that they're saying, child, that's not true. Okay. They said it's false information. Okay. Again, media outlets have reported Candy went tired her recent settlements, claiming that she agreed to pay him a one-time $2 million payment and Todd walked away with control of their restaurants. I'm like, first of all, the restaurants were named after Candy's family. Why would Todd have ownership of OLG when OLG is Candy's mama and aunties? That y'all dumb. You're dumb. Okay. If you thought, oh yeah, it's like no. Okay. Candy be covering all major expenses for their children and paying Todd $10,000 to $25,000 a month in child support. Due to Todd being the custodial parent. It's like, girl, what do you mean? And the neighborhood talk, but with a source who said, child, that's not true. Okay. No. And I'm like, if Candy had agreed to all this, Candy would be done. In my opinion. I feel like whatever Todd got, it would not come off as if Candy is paying all this money. That would make Todd a goddamn a scrub. So again, don't believe shit else Gary with the T say. I said, no, why would you say that? That don't make no sense. Okay. Then Candy was on the Victor Morning Show, and she was discussing, you know, all the publicity that happened with the divorce.
Wanted to seal our divorce, meaning like seal our paperwork. So every time something was filed, it wouldn't be public.
Right.
Okay, yeah. They, on the other side, chose not to. So for me, it's like every time something is filed, then the bloggers get it, the people are talking about it, and they're able to, you know, say what they want about create their own story from whatever is filed. You get what I'm saying? So for me, it's like sometimes, I want to talk about it. I didn't say as much as I really have wanted to say.
Right.
And I think that's why she's now going on the one woman show to say what she wanted to, because people kept forgetting. I kept saying, I say Candy isn't talking. People are getting the whole of the paperwork, and they're saying what was in the paperwork. Candy really said all that much besides, yes, I'm getting divorced. Yes, it's hard, and that's about it.
Because overall, it's like, sometimes when some of that stuff is filed and, people are running with it, it's annoying.
That is
you want to be like, nah, but see,
Right.
of course, you know what I'm saying? Because it's already public, you know what I mean? But, and then in the very beginning, when I first filed, I thought that, people would say something about it, like the day that it was filed, but I thought it was going to kind of fade.
Go away.
But then it was like,
oh man,
way bigger than I'm sure either one of us expected it to be. We literally would have a court session.
Yeah.
And bloggers were logging on and were on our Zoom court.
You got to be kidding me.
I promise you.
I wonder who was on the Zoom court. So I probably that goddamn alien. That is insane.
I promise you.
Okay, so now
they would file to be pressed in our Zoom court. So I'm sitting there, and you know how you on Zoom. Zoom is very personal. It's not like you just in the room and people off in the back. Like you're literally in my face.
Right.
I'm looking at you.
Are you serious?
Yes. And so it was, it's hard to, not, sometimes want to speak out. And like I said, people like, oh, she talked about it a lot. Like, honestly, it's so much that I did not say. Some things, obviously, people are run with because it's in the paperwork. So,
yeah,
they're talking about it.
Yeah. But it's like, now that you explained it, it's like, I want to tell my story before the bloggers tell it, so.
I'm not doing it before. I'm doing it in my own creative way.
Okay.
So basically, I decided to do my own one-woman show.
I like it.
And
make the coin off of your look. Make the coin off your pain, child.
An intimate setting is going to be at City Winery.
Okay.
April 27th.
Yes, ma'am.
April.
You definitely want to see it.
Okay.
Y'all know I just came off Broadway, so I know how to put a show together.
You really do.
I know how to put a show together. It's going to give you all the things, the drama, the entertainment, the interaction with the crowd, and the music. It's giving you everything.
That's a way to do it. If you have not been able to fully say what happened because it was in the middle of it and now it's over because it's been settled, and you can now think and say and share. Girl, think and say and share. Okay, think it, say it, share it. Okay, so I can't. Now I saw somewhere else that Candy was going to sell her house. I do wonder if she will do that. I don't think she should, though, because she bought that house before her and Ty were married. So it's still her house. I mean, unless she wants to sell it because it's just too big and she wants a fresh new start, that I would be fine with. My girl. Otherwise, girl, keep your house. Okay? Keep your house. So Candy said, girl, fuck y'all. Now, let's slide from Candy to Tasha K, because mainly I seen this little thing. Now that's alien, okay? And she has an issue with Candy. And I wonder if she was one of the bloggers who would log on to the courts, okay? But she was talking to Tasha K or whatever. And I'm like, now why are y'all fucking with Candy? What is going on?
It was a scheme set up by Todd. Listen,
It was a scheme set up by
The Candy, in my opinion, shouldn't have been married to nobody because she's not a monogamous person.
Now who said that? Now who said Candy is monogamous? Now who said Candy want to be out here dating multiple people, wanting to have a sexual experience with another person, with your spouse, does not mean you're not monogamous. It means that one time at band camp, you wanted something really. Okay, so that don't mean I don't. People have to do what works for them in their marriage, and even if you are a person who maybe like threesomes here and there, that does not mean that your marriage is not as strong as someone else's. You do what works for you. Okay, so I think that whole child. If me and my husband decide to bring in a third one time today, and maybe in 6 more months we do, that's our business.
Like, if you're not a monogamous person, you shouldn't be in any contractual agreement with anybody.
That's true.
I just feel like if you have everything,
I feel like Todd would have stayed anyway.
But think about it. She met Todd on the show. Phaedra introduced them in Africa or whatever. To me, Candy was single because remember her fiance had got unalived.
Yeah.
It felt like to me, Candy needed Todd. Now I'm a housewife. I got a husband. So
and this how you know Michelle, old messy ass, is obsessed with you, because to say Candy needed Todd to be a housewife when Candy was on a show, she had a fiance when she got on the show. However, Kim was on the show. Kim wasn't a housewife. Okay. Sheree was not a housewife. Sheree and Bob was divorced. So to even make it seem like Candy was desperate for a man to be a housewife is stupid. Because there are many women on that show who are not married. Portia wasn't married. Kenya wasn't married. Many people on that show don't mean nothing. So again, they show you how vindictive and ridiculous some bloggers be.
So you gonna take care of him?
It was a scheme set up by Todd. Listen,
it was a scheme set up by Candy.
Did you start that?
Even a scheme, girl.
That scheme set up by Todd. Who started that?
Bertha started that.
You're right.
Yeah,
you're
it was a scheme set up by Todd to come to you with the bullshit. Yeah.
Bankruptcy is actually,
girl, messy. Okay, so at the end of the day, these hoes messy. Okay, shut up. Now, Tasha house for sale. Okay, now we know Tasha is going through with a bankruptcy. She owed Cardi $4 million. It's roughly between $3 and $4 million. I can't think of what she's paid, girl. $4 million. Okay, until the debt is paid in full, you owe that lady $4 million. So Tasha put her house up for sale. Okay, she said Tasha can't do the house. Now I think because I seen Maddie post about the house being for sale first, and Maddie said I should buy your house, but I don't want to spend my money paying your bills because whoever buy her house would essentially be putting money in Tasha's pocket. Her Georgia house is on the market. She lived in the home for over the years, but has also had renters in the property. She's relocated to South Florida and West Africa and now looking to sell the house, do the maintenance. Meaning, I can't afford to maintain it. Okay, I cannot afford to maintain this house, so someone has to come get it for me. Okay, it's on sale for $875K. 6 bedrooms, 4 bathrooms on the golf course and lake in Lawrenceville, Georgia. Okay, I don't know if someone would buy the house for full price, or if no one would buy the house and then there's a way to get it for cheap. Okay, now from these pictures, it's a nice house. You know what I'm saying? It's really, really nice. It's nice. Okay, so someone could buy it and then get things together. I also don't trust houses that look too clean. When I see houses and when I see these pictures, I always feel like it's a bit of AI. Just because what a girl. Oh, maybe because she don't live here no more. I don't know. The point is, child, you say it's who closes those? Because this bottom picture for sure looks like it's probably staging. Because them ain't Tasha shoes. Because why she got all them beige shoes? Anyway. But again, if y'all want a house over there in Georgia, she got a house for sale because she can't afford it no more. Okay? She can't afford the maintenance. And maintenance is mean I can't maintain it. We can't live in Florida and then have a house in Georgia we can't afford to live in, okay? And then Tasha was on, let me add, I got a different name. Tasha was on, she was on TikTok. It's like, what? She was on TikTok. And I guess Nicki Minaj was on there. Nicki sent her some money.
She just gave me $1,000? For real? Nigga just gave me $1,000. Seriously, I don't know how these TikTok gifts get. I got up for my deposit. I don't think we getting TikTok deposit shit. They said nigga just sent me $1,000. Damn, GoFundMe. I told you all I needed 3,400 people to give me $1,000 and I'm gonna be out of this.
Why won't Nicki Minaj pay for it? If that's your homegirl, if that's your homegirl and she rich and she see that you was in bankruptcy, this is the thing. If I had the means, if I was a rich person, okay, and if someone that is my friend, okay, who I respects in these things, whatever, and I see they are at odds with my ops, because let's not get it confused. Nicki Minaj can't stand Cardi B, okay? And if I can afford to have my friend not owe you money, I'ma pay for it. I'ma pay for my friend to not get dragged through the mud if I'm the friend. But I'm like, the fact that Nicki Minaj ain't gave you not a penny or a nickel, dime or quarter to fulfill this debt, and only gave you a girl, anyway, I would pay my friend that.
Thank you, Nikki. It was 3,000? No way. No way. No way. Nigga, they said nigga just gave me $3,000, child. Going to the GoFundMe. Yes, we transferring that to the GoFundMe. We plan on being out of this bankruptcy in 1 year, baby. What you mean TikTok take 60%? Why y'all be playing with me like this?
You know, TikTok takes the money just like YouTube does, okay? She then posted, thank you, Queen Nicki Minaj, for the dinner donation, and blah-blah-blah-blah blue. She then was on her live, right? Hold on.
Queen.
On her live, she addressed the money as well, okay? While illegally saying and promoting her GoFundMe and soliciting people to donate in exchange for services.
Nicki Minaj for giving me a generous donation on TikTok. Thank you so much, Queen. Yeah, she popped in my TikTok live, throwing money like I was a scripper or something. I was like, lady, give me that money. I need that. We got bills to pay out here, okay? For real. So I had a 15-year plan and I could keep it, but my freedom of speech is being affected and I don't like that. I got a big mouth and I got to use it. You
know what's crazy? Tasha bringing up her freedom of speech is being affected. You only don't have to talk about one person. Just one. If you are so stuck in wanting to address the one person who took you to court and won $4 million, that shows you was crazy.
Understand what I'm saying? It's way too much wine out here for me to be keeping anything from y'all. And y'all know I got the drop. Okay? I keep y'all glasses full. I keep y'all thirsty. Okay? So thank you so much for talking me into starting this GoFundMe. And I'm giving myself a year through various efforts to collect revenue. And like I said, if you're a content creator and you want me to share your video, just drop $500 in the GoFundMe. We'll share it, bring thousands of views to it, especially.
Now, if I'm not mistaken, okay, GoFundMe has a rule where you're not supposed to like offer services if people pay you on the GoFundMe. Okay, I believe there's like because you're not supposed to do that. You're not supposed to say, hey, if you give me $500, now I'll post your stuff. Okay, if you pay me some moolah, a little bit of money, okay, I will post your stuff. It's like, girl, I don't think you're supposed to say that.
If you're new, just send us the receipt on the email and we'll make sure it gets shared and shouted out and get you some views. We got the mentorship courses, the group courses, as well as the private one-on-ones ready. Okay, those will be coming out next week. Sheck is working on that now. We got merchandise, glasses. Hey, to my GoFundMe, I'll even give you if you do $250, I'll share your video. $250, if you do $250 a post, I'll share your video. You go to my GoFundMe, you pay $250, you're a content creator, I'm gonna share your video. $500, I'm gonna share 2 videos. $250 a video, okay? And we'll get you some views, some likes, we'll send some winos up over there. We're just trying to get this going and up, okay? I love you guys. Don't donate to CashApp right now because they investigate me, they thought I was a drug dealer.
Not Cash App, think you're a drug dealer. Now, first of all, Cash App, I believe, allows like $10,000 a day.
It's like, what the? Y'all was donating too fast up over there. But they gave us some money, but they're putting us on investigation to make sure that these donations are legal. Because they ain't never seen them come in this fast like that. So I was like, all these other content creators been doing it. But once this is cleared, we're asking y'all for nothing else, no more. Okay, I promise you. And again, thank you so much to the Queen Nicki Minaj for that generous donation today on TikTok. Thank you to all the winos for all the generous donations. Minimum $10 on GoFundMe. Type in Tasha K when you get to GoFundMe. It pops right on up.
Again, GoFundMe is supposed to be for whatever someone wants to donate for, whatever the cause may be. There is not supposed to be a minimum. Okay. As of today, Tasha has raised, hold on. As of today, she has raised $11,530 on the GoFundMe. Okay. So she still wants 3.5 mil. Okay. She's at $11,530. So yeah. As of right now, the top donation was from Beth, the Being Beautifully person and whatnot, who donated $150. Okay, so she's trying to get to try out shit. Girl, I could not do a GoFundMe. I just feel like it's crazy. You know what I'm saying? I would have to be in dire straits to say, you know, y'all guys, if I was to lose my job, that would probably be the only reason I would say, hey, y'all, I lost my job today. I'm applying for jobs, but until then, I need to go fund me, y'all. You know what I'm saying? That's it. That's all. Okay. But I can't do it. However, again, she's at $11,530 on the GoFundMe. Now, we don't know what she's gotten, as she said, through Cash App and whatever else. But she said, but I'm not. But that's if someone say, hey, donate to the GoFundMe, why would anyone donate elsewhere? Anyway, that lady said she needs the money. Okay, I need the money. My house is for sale. I got shirts, coffee, mugs for sale. I got everything for sale, bitch. Come hit me up, ho. Okay. That's what Tasha K said. Who else I gotta get to, y'all? Oh, Brandy. Oh, let's do Usher now. Wait, hold on, y'all. Y'all not be forgetting. I kept hearing about Usher and Justin Bieber getting this. Beyonce and Jay-Z every year for the Oscar, I think the Grammys as well, they have like a gold party. It's a very private, secluded party with all the famous people around here and whatnot. And so, they be around it, child. And Justin was there, and Justin Bieber was there, and allegedly, per TMZ, okay, Justin and Usher got into a heated verbal exchange at the party. Okay, they say they say Usher approached Justin with energy and anger at the party. Okay, it resulted in them getting into an argument with rumors like, oh, was it a physical situation or whatever? Was it later just a verbal argument and whatnot? And was it really an argument? Could it have just been two old friends yelling loudly, saying, oh, man, fuck you, fuck you, friend. And that's it. So I don't know. Look, people argue. Period. You know what I'm saying? Do I believe that Usher and or Justin were physically fighting at a Oscar after party? I don't know why they would fight at all. And it just doesn't make any sense to me that it would have been a physical fight. You know what I'm saying? But do I believe they probably had a verbal argument? Yes. I think Justin Bieber is at an age and at a point in his life that anything from his past that is attached to anything he felt like he was wronged in, I feel like he's kind of ignoring how he felt or what he felt when he felt it. Okay, I feel like he ain't staying quiet about shit. And if someone tries to hush him up, that's when an argument may ensue. Okay. Again, nothing really ever leaks out of these parties. No real details. It'll be like, okay, hey, yeah, there was an argument between so and so and so, but that's it. We never know why they was arguing. We never know much other than some little happened, child. We don't know what it was. Okay. Do I believe it happened? I do. Do I believe it was a actual physical fight? No. But I can believe that two grown men had an argument at a party. I think the reason these parties be so secluded and so private is so that because think about it, if you go to your family reunion and Uncle Jumba and Uncle Brubra be beefing and arguing, at the company Christmas party, Betty from finance and Angela from dictation be beefing. You know what I'm saying? It ain't no different than that. The difference is, the circle that they have keeps things private enough that no one feel like their worst moment is going to be on the front page of a blog the following day. Not today. Dwight Howard and Swiss Beats are both dealing with baby mama drama. Okay. Now, we know Dwight Howard is going through shit with his wife. We know he was going through stuff with the baby mama as well. Dwight's baby mama, okay, claimed the daughter felt unsafe with him, said that he cut off her phone, put her from school and sports team after she spoke up. For some reason, I believe it. Every woman that has dealt with Dwight speaks about his vindictive nature. From Royce to the baby mamas to the men and now to his daughter's mom have always spoke about him and his vindictive actions. Meaning, if he's upset with you, if you're not doing whatever it is he wants you to do, his response to whatever is to take something away from you that he supplies. So I fully believe, if the daughter felt the need to say, I don't want to be here, I don't feel safe, he probably would try to retaliate against the daughter. I believe it. Okay. And they have paperwork. And the mama said, I'm not gonna read all this shit. I don't want to read all that. See, 318, I went to have lunch with my daughter. As last few weeks have been extremely exhausting for the 15-year-old girl who simply wants to feel safe, heard, and close to her mom. The photo was taken by a facility member after the school my daughter just started attending, which is conveniently where Dwight attended from pre-K to 12. So the move her out of nowhere in Rome, it's just so much. Moved to school, to silence her. My daughter found courage to speak up about her emotional distress, sadness, loneliness, and feeling neglected at school. Blah, 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 blah. She spoke to her coldest. So basically, the girl was complaining about how she felt. She's complaining about how she felt with her daddy. Okay. My daughter spoke up. My daughter cried out for help. She stood in her truth, backed by a sign that they related to herself. She feels unsafe and wants to live with her mom. Money and connections has gotten a lot of things swept under the rug, but my daughter is not the thing. Once a 15-year-old child is saying, I want to live with my mom, My mom has not threatened me. I do not feel safe. I want to live with my mother. And to have that on top of the shit Dwight is going through with his wife. Okay. Um, the fact that Dwight said Amy, who lives in the house, is crazy too. Why would you think your daughter feels if you don't feel safe there? If you said your son don't feel safe there, why would you not allow your daughter to go with her mom if her mom is a safe space versus forcing her to stay with you? So I hope the mom keep doing whatever she needs to do to make sure her daughter know she's going to always try her best to get her. And the crazy part about this is once that girl is old enough to be legally gone from her daddy, I'm done. Once she's old enough to distance herself from him, he will, in the same way he be beefing with that older son, gonna beef with the damn daughter. And it comes off like Dwight wants to be in control of everybody in his life. And anyone who was against that, he kind of, you know what I'm saying, is vindictive against them. He wants to control everything. And that's sad. Because again, at 15 years old, she said the affidavit says, hey, I am 15. I pay for Tiffany and Dwight. I want to live with my mom. That's all that is as long as that mom is a fit and healthy and sane parent, I don't see why the daughter can't go with her. Okay, so Dwight, we don't like you. What's the Beast baby mama? That's the mom of the daughter he has who lives, across the seas or whatever. Child, she that lady killed him in a rape. I said, girl, that's a serious accusation. I filed a criminal case against Swiss Beats for RIPE. He's trying to silence me. He has abducted he has abducted Nicole today. I have been in touch with the police, court, social services for years. I have done nothing. I'm sorry, I've done everything. That's a serious accusation. And she's saying yes, he RIPE'd me. Now she ain't saying when, and when don't matter. They saying that man is an Epstein file. Look, child, I ain't read them files because it's too much for me to read. I ain't gonna throw all that shit. But again, child. Again, y'all know I'm not reading all this shit. I can't. But Swiss Beach, yo, baby mama said that you RIP'd her. So what happened? Sir, what happened? And can you abduct a 17-year-old? Now I feel like Swiss ain't said much of nothing. I haven't heard him or Alicia Keys, respond back to anything she said. However, anyone accusing someone of RIP, it should be addressed. Okay, and if he has kidnapped or abducted the 17-year-old daughter, I'm like, child, what the police at? And her accusing him of having ties to the Epstein people, I'm he dead. Child. Oh, Lord. Yes, I'm not reading all that shit. Girl, I read all that. Yes, look, I need people to put clear and concise stuff. I'm not reading 18 paragraphs of just talking. I can't do that. And no, you look, you can get abducted. I know that my point was that you can get abducted at any age. My point was she abducted or is the girl staying with her daddy? because the girl goes back and forth between mom and dad. So my question really is, at 17, did he really abduct her? Or is she choosing to stay with her daddy because she's probably 18? That was my actual full thought of what it was. She said, you can be abducted at any age. This is very true. I know that. Okay. But yeah, somebody, girl, look, baby mamas or baby daddy, because again, if he's a RAPer of the exes, he need to be locked up. Okay. But Swiss Beat, you better say something. Now, what else, y'all? It's almost 3 hours. Lord Jesus. I gotta do Brandy. I have to do Brandy Latto. Okay, let's do. Cause I'm tired, y'all. It's almost 9 o'clock, y'all. What I want to do first? I want to do Brandy, I think I want to cuss people out for Brandy. So let's do Latto. So Latto is pregnant, y'all. Hold on. Latto first had put out this thing teasing some kind of announcement.
Me. Before you run the game, you gotta take baby steps to go the distance. Home to the studio back home. Listening, I ain't go missing. I had to give y'all time to miss me. Before you run the game, you gotta take baby steps to go the distance. Home to the studio back home. Listening to every beat, feeling every kick. Ever since I was a little girl, I always dreamed of having my own. Big mama. But this time, the stakes way bigger.
So she put this out. The first shot when someone said her ankles look swollen, yes, haters. Her, feeling every beat and all that stuff, and a little baby cub. I said, first of all, she's pregnant. And I also want to say this. I assumed Latto was pregnant because we had not seen her in so long. And there's no artist who does out the blue disappear for a while. There's none. Even if they're not putting out music or whatever, we see them in some kind of way. Okay. And I'm like, the last I think I saw of her, she was a little bit sicker. And I was like, I think she's pregnant, but I ain't gonna say something, leave it be. And sure enough, pregnant. Okay, belly and all. And she also announced an album called Big Mama, which will be out sometime in May. Meaning she's probably doing April. Okay, maybe we're probably April. Because not many people put out an album if they're gonna be pregnant at that time. Okay, everybody know the party. But again, she's big belly and all and whatnot. I think the last performance someone's seen her at was like sometime in October. So again, she's been gone for about 6 good months. Okay. Well, one, congrats, because babies are a blessing. Okay. When you want them, they're a blessing. And she's good and pregnant. Okay. She about to pop pregnant. Unless them twins. I don't know. And there's always been rumors about her and 21 Savage dating. Now, this is the get you gotcha. I don't know that man. However, everyone has been saying consistently that man is married. Now, I don't know him at all. I don't. However, is he married? These ain't bitches. Okay. I'm like, is he married? Because I feel like if he married, she's not supposed to be pregnant by that married man. And the reason folks say, because we've never seen them two together. There's only been like little long shots from 30,000 feet away that could possibly be them together, whatever. We've never seen them standing next to each other at all. But there have been, rumors and like little notations of them allegedly been a couple for years. And when she did the little video thing, the tattoo on her back, the little tramp stamp, I believe that's the same tattoo on his forehead. Okay, and because this is a music video, but I can't play music. She's putting up a little baby book. Okay, I only took one test because I already knew what it was, laughing out loud. So again, look, little pregnancy test. Okay, that's cute. That's cute. Putting in a little crib. That's cute. You know, I'm pregnant on this. It's personal. It's whatever. And you then see the hand. Okay, and folks was linking up the hand with the tattoo that looked like a tattoo that's on 21 Savage's hand. So that was one notion of, oh, he the daddy. That's her hand, all good and pudgy. That's his hand, all, you know, wait, this nail dirty? No, not dirty. That's his hand and whatever. So folks was assuming, oh, he the daddy. Okay, and whatnot. So see, look, when anyone had a tattoo on their forehead and then the pregnant lady got a matching one on her lower back, they're like, oh, y'all fucking? Okay, we don't know. And then in the little baby book, that's her baby picture and that's his baby picture. So it's like, why would she put his baby picture in the baby book unless he's the daddy? Okay. That's 21 Savage. That's her. Okay. When you showing the pictures and it's the tattoo on your back that match the tattoo on his forehead, you know, not Big Mama with a pregnant belly. And she looks gorgeous, by the way. She's a beautifully pregnant woman. So congrats to that. But I feel like people's point was, girl, is that man married? Is that man married? I feel, you know what I'm saying? If someone has the married life, because I keep seeing stuff of, yes, he married, he got 3 kids. I've seen things saying he's only been, you know, people are assuming he was married, but he's not legally married. I don't know. Look, if he married, and let's say they not together, let's say that he's legally separated but legally married, and he's been with this lady, the Latto, and I don't know. Look, y'all, don't be having babies by married men. Okay, you really don't, because if you have time to cook a baby in your uterus, he has time to divorce his wife. Now, if he's not married, I really want people to stop saying he is, trying to ruin her pregnancy announcement. You know what I'm saying? Because then folk or talking cat money shit about that or whatever. Now, girl, get your ass off a moving car. Okay, sit down somewhere. Okay, sit down somewhere. But people was like, "Oh, I can't believe." Now, who I don't know who LaVon Bell is. Lee Vion Bell. Okay, said Latto doesn't know she's pregnant by a married man with 3 kids and made it a part of her album rollout, and that's who today's women look up to. Now, first of all, I don't look up to Latto. I don't know her. I don't. But you know, having your pregnancy be a part of your album rollout, if the album is called Big Mama, I'm like, that ain't, you know, that's called marketing. Okay. So I don't mind anyone incorporating what's going on in their real life into their real music. Okay. What I do feel is if he's married, do not get pregnant and have a baby with a married man, because as long as it takes 9 to 10 months to grow and birth a baby, that gives that man ample time to divorce his wife. Now, to my knowledge, 21 Savage has never publicly announced any relationship. So I think there's a difference between him not claiming her versus her not claiming him. Latto has always been private about her dating life. Some people want to keep a piece of their life to themselves. So if he's not married and they are just in a relationship that they both choose to not make public, I'm fine with that. If they have now decided, well, we have to kind of address us together because I'm pregnant, that's okay. You know what I'm saying? Like Kerry Washington, who was an actress, has a whole husband, and Kerry and the husband rarely ever like discuss their we know they're married, but it wasn't until like the past couple of years that she even opened up her personal life to people. When they were dating and engaged and got married and had kids, no one knew. The only reason we knew that Kerry Washington was pregnant was because she was pregnant while filming Scandal, and they had to hide the pregnancies. So you do have people in life who choose to keep. We ain't never seen Amal Clooney and George Clooney kids. So I do know there are some people who choose to keep their life private and off whatever. So I think I think they chose to keep whoever she's with, whether it's 21 or not. She's never publicly addressed who she's with. Never. So it's not like she claiming him and he ain't claiming her. It's the fact that neither one of them publicly addresses the other one. But if she's now pregnant with a baby, well, now maybe the time to say something. And him in his hand being in the video may be his way of saying, yes, it's my baby. Because his tattoo is because he could have easily used the other hand that don't have a tattoo on it. You know what I'm saying? He could have easily used a hand that did not have the tattoo. Or they could have just had feet and it could have been his shoes and her shoes, we know. So again, I do feel like him choosing to use the hand that has a very notable tattoo is proof of, okay, yes, bitch, is me. And that's the most y'all gonna get from me, because we still keeping things, to ourselves. Now, also, on top of that, hold on. Okay. Somebody posted this little baby announcements. Okay. Alyssa and whatever is a she got I don't know what the name is. Which I believe is her real name and his real name. So Latto real name is Alyssa Michelle Stephens, and 21 Savage real name is she have been Abraham Joseph. I don't know. But again, if the little thing right here, again, this whole thing that's on his forehead is there. Okay, the whole cat thing, which is a thing, Big Mama, Big or whatever, and then again, their names on the thing. So this could be a soft rollout of, okay, we're gonna finally address, yes, bitch, yes, y'all have been asking for a long time. Am I fucking him? Well, yeah.
That's what you want here?
Yeah.
Fine. I'm fucking him.
Okay. Sometimes, you just have to tell people, yes, I'm fucking him. And what? What you want to do? So again, congrats to the couple. If they, I don't know, child. And she was out here, child, big momming it up. So she pregnant in the studio again. She's been gone for 6 months, so she's been able to, grow the baby child, make some music, rub her belly, okay, get some snacks, okay. But also, I think in one song, she was like, she's been kind of, hiding away, and now she ain't got to hide no more. And that's the one thing about you being a public figure and being pregnant. When you're trying to keep it to yourself, you can't really go no damn where. Okay, you can't really do anything. So we shall see if now they will start. We may see them out some, and that also probably is why she wasn't at the Super Bowl, because she was pregnant, and why we see them in hugging the wall. Okay,
I'm that bitch at the end of
I can't because she play music. I can't because it's music. See, I can't. Because she was in the studio showing off her belly. Okay. Congrats. So, we shall see. Child. Lastly, we're gonna hit 3 hours. We're gonna hit 3 hours. Because it's time to get into Brandy. Now we all know that Brandy had made a post where she said, "Ho, me and Shyne was friends back in the day. That's it. Okay, that's it. I don't know why it's being anything else. Okay." It was all a lie. Guys, it was all a lie. She lied. So Brandy was basically saying Shyne is lying on this notion that we were a couple fucking around or whatever. That ain't true. So Shyne is out here being a bitch. Shyne is out here being a chatty patty. And I'm like, there's nothing more unattractive than a man trying to prove that he was messing around with somebody 30 years ago. Maybe 20 years ago. So after Brandy said, yeah, we had a friendship, but that's all that it was. So TMZ caught up with Shyne. He was also on Ellie's show and being a bitch.
Brandy, why did she release that statement?
I don't know what is wrong with her. I spoke from a place of admiration and a place of reminiscing on my experience with her, which I didn't care to highlight the negatives. It was only positive, and the conclusion.
Even trying to say, I don't know what's on her. Okay, I don't know. I ain't even discuss the bullshit we went through. We highlighted it good. It's like even saying that, trying to shit on her, is why you are a vagina.
Conclusion of our experience helped me to make a classic album. But I will say that I never lied to Oprah.
The moment he said, I never lied to Oprah, I was like, I know this nigga not. I know this nigga not bringing up Brandy. When Brandy was 20, 21, when she was pregnant with her daughter Sarah, back when she was, again, 20, maybe 21, 22 years old or whatever, back in the 90s. Back in 2001 or 2, when she told people that her and the father were married. And she later on, because once her and the guy broke up, and she admitted that they weren't married, that they lied to save her image. Now, they were in a relationship. They just were not legally married. And she said, I did it because I just, the perception of me wasn't, unwed mother, So the moment he said, I never lied to Oprah, I said,
So now why am I in it? And you could have did it.
See how I get thrown into
now what? The moment he said, I said, oh, he's going the bitch route.
She lied to Oprah about being married and had to go on Oprah and apologize because she said she did that to protect her image. So
comparing what Brandy did at 21, 22 versus you coming out in 2026, you and Mace trying to make her seem like a whore. Make her seem like a woman who was fucking with 2 men. And we know, wow, men fuck tons of women at once and no one bats an eyelash. When we do it, we look at it as whores. So even y'all trying to slut shame that, and even though there ain't nothing wrong with talking to if you are single, do what you want as long as everybody's wearing, as long as everybody's safe. It don't matter. But anyone coming out in 2026 discussing anything that happened, 20 girl, when did Shyne go to prison? Shyne was sentenced to 10 years in prison in 2001. Okay, let's see. The incident happened back in 99. So for 2 years. So that means the whole time, because when was Brandy pregnant? Okay. Brandy had her daughter in 2000. Brandy's daughter was born in 2002. Even him bringing up stuff that happened while he was in prison. Bitch, you was inmate 777-9311 the whole time she was with Sarah's daddy. Robert Smith was his name. That's Sarah's daddy now. But the whole time you was in prison. You were in prison the whole time. So bringing up, well, she was winning Latto about being so what? So what? So what? She was in a relationship. She just wasn't married. She did not lie about the relationship. Little bitch.
Do you think she just doesn't want to be associated with you?
I don't know. I can't get in her mind. I'm just saying that she has lied to the public before to protect her image, and maybe the fact that she was seeing both Mace and I at the same time, she feels it's not good.
Brandy, why did she think you took it the wrong way at all?
Took what the wrong way?
Your relationship.
No, she's lying. Everything that I said is 100% true. In fact, in my Hulu documentary, I know.
You know what? I used to like Shyne. I was like, oh, for one, Shyne went to prison for being involved or lying about or not being honest about who shot that lady. And I always tell a person, if you know who shot someone and it can prevent you from going to prison because you didn't do it, you're lying. You're lying. You're lying. And this is the thing. Brandy's point was me and him was not in a relationship. And people's definitions of relationships differ. Maybe to her, me and Shyne was not in no committed nothing. We was cool, was hanging out. Okay, just because we hung out and whatever does not mean that I felt like we were in a relationship. Also, whenever there is a situation where if she was dating two people, and both her and Mace and both Shyne and you and her and Shyne were not in any public relationship, then it wasn't real. If you and Mace both said, yeah, we was like privately messing with Brandy, then what that mean is neither one of y'all was in a relationship. There was no monogamous relationship. However, if she chose to hang out with you and hang out with Mace, neither one of y'all should have ever went on a fucking podcast and brought it up in 2026. At all. Because, nigga, you went to jail in 1999. You was in prison for 10 years. And you want to now be like, Brandy's lying. And because she lied to Oprah. She lied to Oprah 20 years ago. Over 20 years ago. She lied to Oprah back in 2001. Said she was married, so she's in lying about being married because you're pregnant at 21 years old and you're looked at as a Disney princess. You're looked at as fucking Cinderella. And you're like, well, this is how you married. Y'all together. Y'all are committed. Y'all operate as husband and wife. Just lie after you married. And you can get married later. And then that didn't work out. However, you cannot hold someone's feet to the fire based on a 25-year-old lie. And you also should not be such an asshole that you want to bring up you secretly messed around with Brandy the same time that she messed around with Mace. So fucking what? If after I messed with Brandy, I was in jail for 10 years, I would not give a fuck about bringing up me privately dating or being in love. I would not. And if she say, yes, we had a friendship, but we were not in a relationship, because that's what she said. Hold on. Brandy, what did she say? Okay. What she said was, I had a platonic friendship with rapper Shyne in the late 90s. Because again, he went to prison for 10 years in 1999. Okay. And in the 40 turn of events, that friendship is not being mischaracterized as we dated. We did not. I didn't see Brandy and Shyne on no dates. I didn't see Brandy and Mace on no dates, which means she wasn't dating the motherfuckers. And again, the definition of dating, of relationships is different. Shyne, no, he wasn't dating Brandy. Shyne probably knows he was hanging out with Brandy. And whatever hanging out means is no one's business. It's no one's business. And now we see why he privately dated them both, because they're both assholes. They both ain't shit. And Shyne,
she is a goddamn liar. She is a motherfucking liar, is what she is.
And Shyne is a she, not Brandy. Because again, no, Brandy is not even denying, like, you know what I'm saying, being around him. Her only notion was I wasn't dating him. We weren't dating. We weren't dating. It was a friendship. And that's all it should be. That's all it should be. Even if they fucked every day for 2 months straight, and she was also fucking Mace every day for 2 months straight, so what? Because we not gonna act like Mace and Shyne and whoever else back in them days wasn't also fucking other women. So for them to say, oh yeah, Mace was talking to Brandy the same time I was. Well, how many hoes was y'all fucking at the same time? How many women outside of Brandy was Mace and or Shyne with at the same time? Because if that's the case, why has it never, ever, 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 ever been brought up before today that Mace or Shyne had any kind of relationship with Brandy? Brandy was a grown woman. Again, the men in that era were whores. The men in that era were whores. And what aggravates me is when it comes to the women, they want to slut shame her into admitting something that she feels like it was not a relationship. I wasn't dating y'all. And for him to double down and want to say, well, she's lying. You know she lied to Oprah. So fuck Shyne. Okay? Shyne, you make me, I don't like you. You're making me mad. Because there's no need for this. And no, I don't think at all it's promotion for Brandy. Brandy don't need negative PR. Brandy, which is on a worldwide tour. Brandy, which is about to be at Essence Fest. Brandy has a book coming out that we're all waiting for. This is so that Shyne and Mason Cameron can get attention. So this ain't staged for Brandy's benefit. This is staged for theirs. They're using her to promote themselves. Because when else is TMZ outside waiting to talk to Shyne? When on guys, what is Shyne promoting? When she said, I don't even know why I'm being brought up in his interviews. What the fuck about? What are you there for? The only reason the Shyne interview was even on the blogs was because they brought up Brandy. So that's the bullshit. That's to get you guys again. Even if I fuck you, you're not your cousin, but whoever I banged, okay. Brandy not Mother Teresa. It's fair that they are wrong. Whatever. Brandy not wrong. Okay. And again, I don't think Brandy is this innocent angel or whatever. But again, if we fucking or we fucked and we never publicly discussed nothing, no one knew we was even hanging out. Like what the fuck? Everybody back in the day in the 90s and the early look. Y'all know I am from child. I told y'all the stuff that can always turn into late night chat, late night talk. The late 90s and the early 2000s was a time. If you were an adult, okay, it was a time to where if you met someone, you could literally go and like hang out with them and do whatever. And it wasn't, because it wasn't like, wasn't about, oh, child, that you, it wasn't, okay. I was laying and scrolling TikTok like a couple weeks ago. And I was like, and a Lloyd song came on. I can't think what the song was. A Lloyd song came on. And I was like, I fucked a guy named Tim because he put me on to Lloyd. Street Love. Lloyd Street Love came on. And I'm like, I totally forgot I fucked a dude named Tim for like 6 months. Me and Tim was fucking around. Tim worked for Comcast. Okay, met Tim. We would, you know what I'm saying? But was I dating Tim? No, I wasn't dating Tim. Me and Tim hung out. So look, child times be happening. Okay, shut up. Go have a shot for me. Okay, but my point is the times. Look, when I tell you I was in bed like, bitch, how did you forget a whole person that you hung out with platonically on a regular basis for, it was a good 6, maybe almost a year. Maybe almost a year. And I had forgot. But when I had not heard the song Street Love by Lloyd in years. And that he introduced me to that album of Lloyd's. And I'm like, that's a great album. And I was like, oh, I was fucking with Tim. I forgot about Tim. I did fucking a nigga named Tim. I'm like, what Tim? You know what I'm saying? So my thing is, you can honestly be, hanging out with somebody. You're not dating them. You know what I'm saying? You weren't dating them. No.
Why would she say that? Like,
now why would would you do that? Y'all see you do me? Shut.
Have you ever been swallowed up? Swallowed up?
Lord Jesus. Oh God. Lord Jesus Christ. Okay. Not I might be. You know. Okay, so no, you oh God, I am so see. Don't do that. Don't do that. Cause don't play. Okay. I'm like
So you gonna have to respect Shyne though.
no.
I sat back long enough.
No.
Brandy ain't no damn angel.
I didn't say she
sat
was
there
an
long
angel.
enough.
You cannot.
No. Cause you like Brandy, so you biased.
I'm not like Brandy.
You biased.
I'm not
you
biased.
Like Brandy? You don't like Brandy?
I do. I love Brandy.
Exactly.
But I was a Shyne fan too.
Nah, y'all. I mean, but why would Shyne lie? Like for real, what he got the game? He ain't got no album out.
So why he doing interviews?
Chill, I don't know. He ain't got nothing to game.
Oh, but he does because he's getting attention.
Okay, I mean, we
Yeah,
know who Shyne is.
Even if he's not lying on purpose, he don't.
Come on now, he ain't lying.
The point is, they were not in a relationship. They were just.
Did you watch his documentary?
Did you watch it?
Yes.
Didn't that's your job?
Did you watch it? Though?
No, but you did. So what did he?
Watch the documentary before you.
I don't want to watch the documentary. I don't want to watch it.
That's the problem because if it was a Brandy documentary, you probably would watch it.
I didn't watch the Luther Vandross documentary. I like him.
We ain't talking about Luther right now.
But that's the point.
What's the point?
The point is, Shyne thinks it was a relationship. Brandy does not think it was a relationship. So if you
so we're gonna according to who Shyne, so who make the rule?
Brandy.
Shyne or Brandy?
Brandy.
Why?
It's her coochie.
Oh my God.
Okay. The point is no, this is the point. This is the point. For real. Okay. No.
I'm listening.
If two people were secretly messing around,
yes,
there was never a discussion on what it was. We were just messing around. 30 years passed. You can't come out and say we was dating. We weren't dating.
No, this is about the label. This is about the label.
Yes. Yes.
It's about the label, not the act.
Because neither one of them.
Hold on. It's about the label and not the act.
Yes.
So we disagreeing over a label?
Because you
or not the act. So
no, because you call me Brandy.
Yeah, because you see how you did Tim though? Like this how you did Tim. Let me throw it back. You said I was laying back thinking, and then I thought about Tim, but some to the fact that you forgot about Tim, but Tim didn't forget about you.
No, he did not.
So Brandy forgot about Shyne, but Shyne ain't forget about Brandy.
I don't think she forgot about
Shyne. But hold on, didn't you say you and Tim did y'all have a label?
No,
but y'all was just hanging out. So Shyne and Brandy were just hanging out, right?
Yes.
So you admit that you and Tim did grown up things, is that correct?
Yes, we did.
So why Brandy and Shyne couldn't? I'm going on mute.
No, you can't do that. No, I never said.
Put yourself in Brandy.
Did you? When did
and then put Shyne and Tim?
First of all, I never said they did not do something. My only point was, if Brandy's statement was, "Hey, we were never dating."
That's the label. So it's about the label. It's not about that.
But for him to be called a liar is wrong.
Tim probably thought y'all was in a relationship.
Tim, I don't know why you would think. Well, look.
Well, see exactly. So you Brandy. Like,
I'm not.
Brandy, like, I don't know why. Oh shit. Well, yeah, I can see.
Well, no.
I can see that.
No. If Tim was to ever say, I would never say me and Tim did not have a sexual encounter situationship. I would never say that.
Brandy. Okay, so Brandy can have that same statement. Okay, go ahead.
So Brandy's point was, yes, we had a friendship. Yeah, sure. I was hanging out with him. However, we weren't dating. That's fair.
Okay, so they ain't go to Applebee's.
Or Chili's.
They ain't go to Applebee's.
Or A&W.
Ooh, I like that. Okay.
You want to because you want to call me?
Shut up. Oh. Yeah, me and A&W girl wasn't in no relationship. That was a one-time thing. Since you want to put me out there like that, I was a one-time
called me Brandy.
But you and Tim had a 6-month thing. I seen old girl one time.
But what if she thought?
We were not in a relationship.
What if she thought that one time would be more?
No.
You don't know what she thought.
I ain't seen that girl since.
But she could still think that
was not a relationship.
Okay.
That was a one-time. I'm gone.
You threw a shot at
you and Tim. No. You threw a shot at Shyne. I'm like, man, hold on.
And you came and shot back at me and Shyne
defended. It's a couple people defended them, so I did see that. But I'm like, real shit. I'm like, Brandy, what? Brandy did lie about being married. That's a fact. That's a fact.
Yes.
That's a fact.
That's a fact. However,
so what Shyne lie about?
Shyne should have never came back and said she's a liar, and then based that off of her and the ex.
But hold on. He said she lied based off of what she said to Oprah.
Yeah.
Didn't she? But wasn't that the truth that
but
she lied?
That don't have to do with her and him.
But wasn't that
he
the
was
truth
in prison.
That she lied? Huh?
He was in prison.
Okay, that's the truth too. He ain't lying saying I wasn't in prison. He was in prison, and Brandy lied.
Why are you acting like you don't get the point?
What's the point? It's about a label.
No, the point is once she said, "Hey, we weren't dating," that's the end of it. They weren't dating. She didn't deny they was hanging out. All her point was we were not in a relationship. That's
label.
It. Label.
Okay.
Label. You know what?
Label.
So you don't get my point?
I hear you.
Okay. Not y'all. First of all, no.
Shout out to I don't even see the chat. Shout out to y'all. I know there's a couple people that talk shit. I love y'all too.
No.
Everybody have a shot real quick. What time is it? Everybody have a shot.
It's 9:30. I don't have the liquor.
Everybody get something in their glass real quick.
What you drinking?
You can promote your adult time. Go ahead and get your shot. Everybody get a shot real quick.
Where you drinking?
Nate, right here. Come on now.
I gotta get this.
Everybody take a minute and get a shot.
Oh God. I'm gonna get the vodka.
That's cool. This wasn't my plan, y'all, but it is what it is. It is what it is. I'm going to bed. I ain't got time for this shit.
Well, it's your fault because
it ain't my fault.
Well, because you know that he did not have to come back and call her a liar. After
you got to defend. If somebody coming at me, I'm gonna defend myself. If she lied and I know she lied, always been times I can defend myself with chicks. Like, you know what? She is a liar. It's just like you got the right to defend yourself.
But not from 20 years ago if the point wasn't.
Yes, you can.
But she never said they weren't hanging out.
Man, if my ex-girlfriend from high school said me I ain't never hang out, I'm pulling out every lie that happened because I know. Even 20 years ago.
You're not that petty.
Shit, why not? If you call me a liar, not one thing, I'm a lot of things and some of them are true. But there ain't one. That ain't true. So, I think you got the right to defend your name, just like she got the right to defend hers. So I ain't mad.
If her point is, he was a friend.
That's cool.
The details don't matter.
The details don't matter. I agree with that.
Nobody.
It don't matter.
Whatever happens inside the four walls ain't nobody else's business. Correct?
All right, hold on. All right, yep. Cheers, money.
Are you trying to just make me be quiet?
I'm about to go. I can't say what I had to say. I'm staying too long. Tell them I ain't mean to crash our party.
You
shout out to
Brandy.
Everybody. Oh, did everybody get a shot? Make sure everybody gets a shot.
Oh, I didn't even look at it. They are they laughed at us.
Okay, cool. But y'all stayed too long. This is longer than I don't go back and forth. So this is too much.
We debate.
Oh, we debate. But yeah, I can't.
You just
Yeah,
I do, and too, and I'll have words.
Right, but I'm like, man, I can't sit on this. So I'm like, hold on, Brandy did lie, but I ain't about to go back and forth with. I'm done with. I'm about to go.
I'm not bringing it up. Can you not call me Brandy?
I mean, I had to make it personal because you was like,
but that's
no, she ain't lying. She was like, hold on, but you also said, well, damn, Tim probably didn't think y'all. Tim probably thought y'all was in a relationship. You and Tim did some things, and Brandy and Mace and what's her name? So also too, because they brought up her past because she was with Mace and whatever. Like everybody do that, so it ain't just me, and I can't let that slide. You like the niggas back in there, all they doing chicks who we had to fuck. Like they wasn't fucking each other, so there's chicks back there too doing the same thing. We all nasty. It is what it is. It's the American way. Everybody nasty. Back then and now, you just got to be a little bit more careful now. That's all it is. I love everybody. I gotta go. I stayed too long. Y'all have a good night. Y'all have a good night. I'm out.
I'll play later. And I'm back. So child, I ain't looked at none of the comments. I'm sorry, y'all. I am not Brandy. Okay. See, that's this is what started it all. Okay. This comment right here is what started it all. Okay. Because I am like, wait, he did it. I see how you're doing and stuff. Okay. So I need the ice water break. I just, you know, look, my only point, okay, is the fact that if two people used to mess around, okay, and there is no definition, and we just hanging out, and no one has seen us hanging out or whatever, you can't bring up publicly that we were messing around and then you kick in with someone else I was hanging out with and then make it seem as if I'm the culprit. That you can't do that at all. Now I hope I don't care if Tim around here. Okay. But you just look. He got me drinking. I wasn't supposed to drink today. Anyway, I had 1,800 yesterday, and that was the whole mess. Me didn't get mad if you don't claim them. And that's my issue. Is I feel like Shyne is butthurt, and so he's talking shit about Brandy, and that aggravates me. Because suck it up, Buttercup. Yeah, I'm all discombobulated. You know what I'm saying? I gotta be, you know. He didn't call me off guard and stuff, and call me Brandy and stuff. And I be thinking, anyway. The point is, Brandy book coming out this month. Y'all should get it. I don't know what Shyne doing, but Shyne was in prison since 2001. Okay, you can't come out of prison trying to say you claim Brandy was y'all was together, and it's 30 years later. I just don't think that makes no sense. Separate from that, okay, everyone have their own opinions and whatnot. Look, let's see. She can talk ish about Brandy, but can't say people out there. Who cares about Diddy? What happened with Diddy? My nose running, child. Yeah, and it's all old. Look. When was that fucking thing? Child, I don't even know what year that was. When did Lloyd album Street Love come out? That's the wrong thing. I just wonder because this is around 2007. Okay. Again, that was, like that. That was okay. Makes sense. Okay. My point is, I don't mind anybody defending themselves. No. I think the reason me and Tim stopped hanging out, I think he got like it was some he probably got it was something happened that was a red flag to me, and I was like, yeah, we can't hang out no more. Okay. And that maybe that's why I forgot him. I'm assuming that's why. I think he got me some free cable at one point because he worked at Comcast. He was a cable installer and whatnot. But again, you know what I'm saying? I'm like, I'm a nice person to hang out with. I'm very fun. I'm also not going to bring up 25 years later. Oh yeah, I met with so and so, and if I do, and old boy say, "Oh, we wasn't in no," I would say we weren't. We was. So I don't think Brandy denied, being around Shyne. I think her only point was we weren't dating. She's not claiming Jay-Z either. Not Jay-Z. I don't think Brandy ever met with Jay-Z. I don't think he did. If I recall, Tim said or did something that made me feel like, yeah, this ain't gonna work. I can't, it ain't fun no more. Cause I would like get off work and go over his house because he had his own house. And at that point in time, I was still living with my parents. So like it was a fun place to be. And like once it's not a fun place to be, I can't be over there no more. And it was something. Or maybe I was best, I don't know. In 2007, how old was I, child? I'm trying to figure the things out. In 2007, I was 25. Oh, in 2007, I started talking to somebody else. And maybe Tim didn't like the fact that I wasn't available as often. But I remember being very honest about me being single. And I don't recall lying about it. And I feel like when I wasn't available enough, he would like get mad at me. And I'd be like, what the fuck you mad at me for? And I think because of that, I don't like jealous tendencies. That's a red flag for me. So I think because I remember around 2000, around the time, me being 25, I was hanging out. And you know what? Nope. I guarantee you, red flag. Look, I am a lady. Okay, I am a lady now. I was a lady then. And we're gonna move on because how I get in it now? See how I get thrown in stuff. Okay, try Ray J, because Ray J is out here because Shyne. Yeah, I gotta go. I gotta leave. Things I make in home for me, and you stop it. Okay, just tossing shots at me because I can't say stuff back. And look, back in the day, you know what I'm saying? First of all, ain't nobody blocking you. I block myself. You know what, sir? Cut it out. No. See, I forgot what I was gonna say. I tried to defend myself, and it went. I'm like, I don't even know how we got here. I'm like, I'm Brandy, and then I'm in a Tim and Mace. It's I don't know what happened. I don't know what happened. How do we get here? How am I not the culprit? I don't remember. I don't want to do this no more. I don't like people looking at me as like I'm like out here in these streets because I wasn't out in them streets like that. Okay, I wasn't out here giving it out like they say. It wasn't that, but I lived a life. And look, a lot of people lived between 19 98. And when I turned 30, when I turned 30, y'all. From 1998 to 2012, I had fun. Okay. I lived life. And I refuse to let anybody judge me or Brandy based on us being single individuals living lives. That's it. But if Tim popped up today, even if Tim popped up today and said we wasn't dating, we weren't at all. Now Tim lie and say, man, she lying. We ain't messing around. I would have to. I would remember. I would say I would drive to that man's house because I remember his house. It's down there on Van Dyke, between 7 and 8 Mile and whatnot. Okay, so there's a difference between someone lying and saying, "Hey, we never did this and we did this. We did this," versus saying the label of what we did ain't accurate. Yes, I know you. Yes, we hung out. And hung out means plenty of things. Hung out means, yes, we was in the same space together and our bodies intertwined. Okay. Hanging out can mean I did some things to you. It can mean you did some things to me. It can mean we did things to each other. However, that don't mean we were in a relationship. Now, I'm going to say the reason I forgot Tim is because, again, he's been like 20 years. I don't think I've had anybody else, but you hold on, because I feel like, you have forgotten someone coming at me like I'm just the only cope around here. Okay, and I'm just out in these streets who forgot somebody. Okay. Anyway. And that's it. But Ray J. Okay, Ray J out here Ray J.
I want to keep seeing you on my timeline talking about my sister. Nobody can stop me from defending somebody I love. There's no rules to it. Stop, bro. You out doing a whole fucking tour. What's wrong with you? I'm trying to be all I can be.
In the army? Why are you wearing sunglasses? And in the robe? Is the robe dirty?
But you making me want to be something else.
Is that makeup or blood? What's on that robe?
Cause you acting like a real, hoe, bro. You talking about niggas lie. Bro, do you know who you are? You know why you did time? Why'd you do time? Because you said, well, you took the fall, so you lied, right? You lied if you took the fall, and if you didn't do what you said you did, then you lied about that. So now you a governor?
I'll be your governor.
You ain't Obama. You look like Obama. I want to keep not Obama's, but like an Obama auntie.
Obama auntie.
And I ain't even trying to joke, but bro, your whole story's a lie, bro. Did he do it? Did he do it? Did he?
Who are you looking at?
Did he? Bro, you keep talking about my sister like it's okay, bro. You're gonna always get smoke from me. And I'm just doing it online because you doing it online. I love it online. Motherfucker that's really ready to just keep going back and forth with me. I won't stop.
I feel like Ray J just had sex with somebody and he paid for it and they left, and now he just making videos.
This ain't about fighting. It's just about standing up to niggas talking about my sister like shit. Even if Brandy don't like what I'm saying, it don't work like that. I love you. I keep putting a disclaimer in there saying Brandy does not support this video and never even knew it was happening. That's all I kept saying. And I said my mom too. I put the disclaimer in there, but they don't want to put that in there. How do I need help? Every time I say I need help, my people is thinking about calling PETS on me. Why do I need help? I'm defending somebody I love. What am I doing wrong? I don't give a fuck. What has gotten into me? Nothing got into me. What's going? I'm not gonna.
Somebody there.
It's not the question. Ain't that?
I want to know who else there.
It's the other way around. You need to be asking them niggas that. Oh shit. And never even knew shit, bro. Yo. Why I gotta go to rehab? Because I got shades on at nighttime with a robe on?
Yes.
With no clothes on? What's
yes.
up? I gotta, like, this shit ain't cool, bro.
At least this time, Brandy did not threaten to booty rape nobody. This child is weird. Okay. Ray J, who has heart issues, he's already brought up how he has like, I want to say like his like heart failure. The percentage of his heart's blood being pumped with heart is like low. I'm like, Ray J has other things to worry about other than Brandy. I think Brandy, as she said, she can defend herself. But Ray J likes to consistently come online and then say crazy things about people, and that's just weird. Again, being in the hotel room, again, what's in that robe? Put some pants. He's probably naked up under there. But I don't like it. I don't like it. I don't like it at all. Okay. Who must he probably cut his own hair. You know, but yeah, Ray J crashes out and he don't need to. Brandy gonna do what she want to do anyway. Okay. Again, when Brandy's book come out, maybe in Brandy's book she mentions the relationship with Mace and or Shyne. I don't know. The book ain't out yet. Okay. However, I still don't know as well why is Shyne doing interviews. I also don't know what Shyne said in the and him wouldn't tell me. Even though him watched it, he wouldn't tell me the key point in Shyne's thing. I didn't watch it. I still feel like if you mess around with someone 25, 30 years ago, and they say, hey, yeah, we was friends. Mm-hmm. We hung out, but we were not dating. As a man, just say, cool. Because if you know you fucked, she not denying fucking you. All he's saying is, we was hanging out. Be okay with that. But don't let Mace and Cameron get you in a beef over 30-year-old pussy. That's my opinion. Okay? There's no need for that. Yeah. And he's like Coke 45. You're a whole official in your country. You up in the States fussing about if you was Brandy girlfriend, boyfriend 25 years ago. There is more things to discuss besides your relationship with Brandy if it was that. And back in 2000 and 2001, celebrities would not discuss babies. We had women who got abortions because they knew that the industry did not like pregnant women. We tell the Braxton's sister Tracy left the group because she was pregnant. Okay, TLC, they tried to convince Chili to get an abortion. So if y'all not old enough to remember how crazy it was for women in the industry back in those times and how they looked at women back in those times, and if you were a young person pregnant, they would be like bad, bad, bad. It's like whatever. It's a little white lie. Anyway, that's it. That's all. I'm leaving because I'm all.
She is a goddamn liar. She is a motherfucking liar, is what she is.
And she can be anybody. Okay? She could be anybody. All that matters is...
That's what you want here? Yeah. Fine. I'm fucking him.
And that's it. And that's all. Okay? Because I don't have time for nobody. If she fucked up, so what? Who cares? As long as everybody is satisfied, as long as everybody is adults, okay, as long as everybody's agreeing to whatever the situation is at the time, that's all that matters. Okay? And if you was having fun at the time, don't need to bring it up later. Yeah, at least when I got fired for being pregnant with Zoe Kravitz. Had to leave a different world in the Cosby Show. Came back in later. Just saying. I'm going to bed. I feel judged. Okay. I feel like everyone is looking at me like I'm a I don't know what to do. Okay. I feel so judged. Okay.
It's almost hurtful to me to watch her be so dumb.
Anyway, a good time was had by all. At the end of the day, y'all. I want y'all to like the video. Okay, I want y'all to subscribe. And I guess I have the purple shirt. Whatever, never mind. Okay. Look, you know what? I'm waving a white flag. I can't have no more grown folk talk because I'm Brandy. And I hope Tim ain't in the comment section feeling bad. Sir, if you ever watched, I forgot. I did. I grew Street Love from Lloyd, but that was it. Okay. Y'all like the video and subscribe and share and all that good stuff. I might come on live tomorrow. I don't know if not. I will be live on Monday at 9 p.m. But don't y'all be out here judging nobody else from what they did back in the 90s and the 2000s. Okay? Because if we gonna judge off of decisions and stuff that people did back then, that's gonna be a whole different era. Okay. Anyway, I love y'all. Have a good day. Okay. Don't judge me, judge your mamas. Bye.